Okay, this is weird.
Where's our ship?
Hello.
I don't know.
God. Kids over there.
Here's just about to cut out school.
Once you get a kid, take your vaccine out, come with me.
Here's
All stations.
Like Smurfs everywhere.
Love how like
basically that vest has the most protection, ballistic and
like
explosive.
like they're just
Here's
Hey, the blue really brings up the question to your eyes.
Mate, is it just wait, Blackfoot? No, where's Dave?
He's not locked in yet. One of our lots having mod issues.
here's.
Because whenever I use the section IC one, it just
Am I talking to myself?
spawns it as if it was normal.
Hello.
I think he's ignoring you, Walker.
Can you hear me, Sorensen?
Yeah.
Here's.
Oh, probably know why actually.
Hayes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you ignoring me
Walker's
for a
trying
reason,
to
Hayes?
talk to you.
Oh, you're probably locally muted. Give me a second, Walker.
No, you'll sort it right fucking now.
Walker. There he is. Oh,
Somewhere.
Hayes, get out the fucking
but let's
arsenal.
just-
Use the
let's get
scroll
down
wheel like everybody
Yeah,
else and go and line up.
He's saying get out of the arsenal.
Oh, lateral viewing.
What's up?
Okay.
Go
Section
from-
IC.
What's up? Quickly.
Make sure your max is still out.
Then grab a 2
Yeah,
out
there's
TK.
case of having some problems with something. I don't know. I'm coming.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, well,
Just heavy weapon.
And just surround the far end over there, please.
Thank you, gentlemen. BFA is on, magazines out. Once again, BFA is on, magazines out. Please don't make me walk through this line.
Alright, make sure and whispering, magazines out, BFA's on.
Truman, take that man, step forward.
BFA's on, max out, whispering.
Sorensen, how many are you missing?
Meeting up.
All here? Alright, Sergeant Parent, you're on missing Corporal Flow, right?
No, he's here.
No, I mean,
Yeah, we're all here.
Yeah,
that's it, yeah.
He's up in
I think that's probably him right there, or somewhere over there. Noodle, how many are you missing? How many are you missing? It should be, but I'm on LOA. How many? Right. Says that you're all here. Cool beans. So Noodle and Birch, you're the only two people.
Oh. Men down.
Oh.
Just lost a load. Never missing one.
Weapons up the backs, please.
Weapons off your backs. Once again, you better have fucking no magazines in there. If I get ripped up because of this shit.
Why did you start lining up on that side? Yes. You dummy.
Yeah, my weapon's not magazine.
Make room.
Oh, right, roger. Sorry, I'm tabbed out trying to sort Anderson out as well. Yep. Good. There we go. Sorry about that.
You want to make sure you're in a straight line. That door should be right fucking front of your camera.
Find yourself up there. Right, take control of your weapon systems.
No, because it's free CB script.
Yeah,
You know,
perfect.
free
Cheers,
CB
mate.
helmets.
Thank you. Good job, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it, to be fair.
You're not grabbing one?
He has a different beret on.
Dinger? You not grabbing that one?
I managed to get things that fit then.
Scoot back a bit, chaps.
If you're talking, make sure you're on whisper, please.
Alright. He's got a bottom
No.
protection. Without a pistol.
I got my pistol in my chest.
This hasn't got the bottom protection. So hard to hit anyway.
Because they're made of steel.
You ready, Howard? You waiting? Sergeant said away, yeah?
Mute your fucking mic.
Alright. Who's in charge of 1 platoon tonight?
Yeah, keeps me.
Dale checking in.
You ready for inspection?
These are the ones that should be here, yeah?
Is everyone, yeah?
Yeah. No one left waiting.
No. Well, yes, but she knows what she needs to do, but no, they're not ready.
Got 12 blokes from 1 platoon. Is that it? Or am I fucking confused?
Henderson's on.
Is he on?
Yeah.
Is this everyone? 12 men?
Yeah. There's maybe 3 latecomers, and that's it that I know of.
Oh, I believe we're waiting for a couple of latecomers, but that is everyone. Need to check over. Did I check 2 platoon yet? Am I losing my mind? Have a look. Just one issue, you've got AT on someone's back, shouldn't be there.
Left.
This is supposed to be peaceful.
That was my fuck up.
Double check, but I think that is everyone now.
Did Henderson join
2 more.
Yeah, he's in our group.
Is he in our line?
I do not know.
Oh.
He is.
Is he?
Yeah. Cool.
Thank
Yeah, he
you.
is.
We've got 2 stragglers left, Hayes and Faye.
Fucking bro, you got on.
The officers you won.
Swap it out for number 1 till we all change. The fucking out of place.
Hayes is connecting now.
We're waiting for the boss man.
Right, switched. Hayes and Faye. I think Faye is still downloading Mars and Hayes just connected. Manfred is still at the Arsenal.
The
Can't just be on all day
second
coming off.
millennium.
You just couldn't download the mods.
Oh no,
Fuck
she's
me.
here. I just seen her over at the Arsenal.
Oh, boss, you've got Maggie and BFA's not on.
I never have a BFA.
I know, but we're.
I'll hide it.
Where's the Beyblade when you need it?
Right, I'll be right back to her the fuck up.
Get off. Don't want that one either. There you go. Get off! Ah!
Away your kit.
No, 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 never. I left you in this position. When they come over, we'll get started. Yeah. Look, I'm just taking screenshots. I ain't seen so many fucking blueberries in my life. Well, I have, but... Cool. Okay. Right, can everybody hear me? GHC at the back. 3 platoon, way at the far end.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, everybody, welcome to the MST map, which is based on Malden, which is supposed to represent Cyprus. Hence why we're in a camp called Bloodhound Camp, as you'll see when you leave the camp later on. We've been warned off to go to Op Trojan, which hopefully you've all been reading all the posts on the forums. It's a United Nations deployment to reinforce the Minsk agreement. There should be a ceasefire coming into place on the 17th of July, the day that we arrive in Ukraine. Our job is to enforce that peace agreement, ceasefire, and try and make sure that both sides play by the rules. Don't get too involved in the Minsk agreement. There's a lot of it is political. Most important part for us is to make sure that the civilian population is not harmed and that we keep the warring factions apart. They have to withdraw all heavy weaponry out of the region to be at least 12 miles away from the UN buffer zone, which is marked on the map, and you'll see if you've looked at the maps on the forums. The buffer zone is the most important part for JHC. You'll have to patrol through that, and there's places where your birds will just fit through. Don't come out the buffer zone, because if you do, you're liable to be shot down by both sides. Because they've agreed to the buffer zone, but they haven't agreed to flight paths either side of it. For the infantry guys, it's going to be a completely different deployment to what you're used to, either coin or conventional. UN peacekeeping is hugely different. That's why I'm giving you a quick brief now, then I'll take the Lance Corporals and above and all the JHC away, and we'll run through questions and answers to issues and thoughts that you're thinking about. The most important thing you have to remember is you can still defend yourself. That right is not taken away from you under UN deployments. If you've read the rules of engagement and the rules of engagement extended version, it runs you through everything you can and can't do. As long as you stay with it inside that, you won't be hounded by the RMP, who will be enforcing it, and you won't be brought up in international fucking war crimes. Which we will do, because no doubt somebody standing here will shoot a civilian, or somebody standing here with a Jimpy, or maybe a minigun on the Pumas, will fucking will blat off and waste the whole fucking village. We know it, so you can look around and decide who's going to be in your section. Me, for one, I'm going to go for Jono. When he gets pissed off one night, he's going to shoot everybody.
Damn right.
So yeah, as I said, we deploy on the 17th. As you know, if you've been keeping up to date, we're going to deploy with elements of 5 rifles from 20th Armoured Infantry Brigade. Basically, it's a joint op, hence why we've got the Warriors sitting in the corner. They're going to join us on the 17th to take part in the remainder of MST. They're doing their own MST at the minute. What will happen on Wednesday is you'll get your armoured vehicle training. That'll be done by Mr. Campbell from Recce and some guys from 20th who'll take you through busing and debussing from the back of a Warrior. Almost identical to Foxhounds and all the other vehicles that we debus from. But you just have to be careful, because a Warrior will just flatten your head and it won't even notice it's run over you. JHC on Wednesday will just do their own stuff depending on what city's got planned for you. And then from about 8:30 on Wednesday, it'll be platoon-led training. The following Saturday, the 13th of July, is Exercise Shield. There'll be a briefing in the company staff office to all heads of sheds at 18:30, and that'll be scenario-based exercise to get us ready for the Wednesday night when we arrive at Blueberry Camp, which is a nice camp. Hopefully you've all seen the pictures. The engineers and pioneers are across there at the minute, sorting that shit out for us. So hopefully by the time we get there, they've finished it. Probably not. Right, so what's the way happening now is Sergeant Major is going to take everybody who's private and below, less the Zeus privates is going to take part in the briefing. You're going to go with the Sergeant Major and probably Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker, you want Mr. Walker?
Yeah.
Mr. Walker. And the remaining of you will come with me. Sergeant Major, you want to get the guys away?
Yeah, Rog, it might be easier if you pull out the other blokes.
Roger's that, right. All Lance Corporals and above, let's go over that way.
Sergeant Walker on, mate.
I have no fucking clue. It's a valid question. Certainly a valid question. I'd go ask it.
First. Right. Tell the guys to just fucking grab a seat somewhere here. Just chill out, sit on the floors, fucking kneel, whatever they want to do.
If you angle it right, you can, mate. There you go. From here, it looks like you're sitting down.
God, I do worry.
Okay.
Damn. I haven't seen these warriors yet.
Have you not?
No,
They're
pretty
too bad.
sexy. They're nice.
On the table, boys.
You go like fucking Shoot off a shovel. Stick him behind me there somewhere. As long as they don't fucking shoot me, I'll be happy.
They're all surrendered.
So. Right. Guys, right, all we to do is me talking for a little bit, and then it'll be fucking questions for you guys to me, so that you're fully aware. As long as you've been reading the stuff that's on the forums, I'll ask the question, I know what the answer will be. Everybody's read the stuff on the forums about next deployment, haven't you? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the videos.
Liars. Fucking liars. Even I haven't fucking read it all and I typed it. As long as you've got a... Yeah, only you, Mr. Boone. Only you could find the spelling errors. Right, so, next deployment, UN. Never been done. I've watched the videos of other units try to do fucking UN deployments, and they just turn them into either conventional or coin. We're going to be different. We're actually going to do it how it should be done. Everybody knows what the UN is?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Easy way to explain the UN. You've got the UN and NATO. Everybody thinks, oh, they work hand in hand. They don't. They're two separate organisations. United Nations is what you would call the police force. NATO is what you call the military force. That's an easy way to decipher them. We've acted on fucking UN fucking... we've acted on NATO deployments before. This is a UN one.
For us, somewhere.
United Nations in the past is genuinely been reluctant.
Thank you.
To allow what's called military units under its command to use force. In other words, you've gone there, you've been shot at, you've been fucking blown up, mortared, everything, and you haven't been able to do anything. UN's now realised that that's not possible. You're basically saying that if you go back to the Congo, 1960, 1963, they used force there under the UN banner. They did it in Somalia in 93, which we've all seen fucking the American film Black Hawk Down shit. You've also seen in Bosnia, 94, 95, the British forces over there, how they did it. They've used force under the UN banner, and people were like, ooh, it's the UN, you're supposed to be pink and fluffy. That's why you wear the blue berets and the fucking blue body armour. They've realised that the fucking... the characteristics of traditional peacekeeping, fucking, they've been brought into question because you've got consent, the consent of everybody involved in the country that you're going to for their agreement to allow the UN in. You've got impartiality. You know and I know, if you jump in to stop a fight and one guy starts throwing punches at you, you're not going to be impartial, are you? You're going to punch that person back. Same as a UN can't do that, or they say that the UN aren't allowed to do that. NATO are different. And then the final one is minimum use of force. Minimum use of force is where we're going to fucking fall down. I know we are, because we're too used to fucking just blatting and fucking shooting. What we have to do is have that little bit of restraint. You guys as ICs, 2 ICs, fucking door gunners for the guys in GHC. It's important for you to realise and control your sections, control yourselves from opening fire just because one person is taking a pot shot at you. On the exercise, it'll be a little bit of a different exercise. It'll be fucking, you'll go through a scenario and then you'll get a debrief as a section or as a platoon at the end of it, being told, yeah, you did this, you should have done this, or yeah, you did that, that was good. This is a bit, it could be changed a little bit. The important parts are that fucking anybody who's under UN, when we deploy, there's going to be people there from Denmark, Sweden, Holland, Germany, France, Canada, but they're all under the UN banner. Our job as a protection force is to protect them and protect yourselves and protect your section from any danger or life-threatening situations that they may find themselves in. So there might be taskings on the next deployment where you get tasked as a section to take a fucking VIP or a VVIP to a location for a meeting, or you might be tasked to go with a bunch of civilian doctors to a location to give vaccinations or give out fucking aid kits.
Moving somewhere now.
Somebody's just nicked the Puma. Somebody's just nicked the Puma. Must be a Scouser.
I did.
Must have been a Scouser. So yeah, there's different scenarios that you're going to get. You're going to get escorting people into locations, going to locations to secure an area so that VIPs or VVIPs can go for meetings. They'll be delivering humanitarian aid. They'll be going to areas to try and get, in the worst case scenario, try and get civilians away from an area if the ceasefire doesn't fucking hold or if the ceasefire is breached. Our role also is to deal with these guys behind us. You've got all your different factions. We'll go through them in a minute. But you might have to go to pro-Ukrainian fucking forces and ask them to hand in their kit. The only people that we won't be taking weapon systems off is the official Ukrainian army. Mr. Boone, who's the other two? On the pro-Russian side? You know, fucking quiet and he's going to AFK.
DPR and LPR, Singer.
Fucking got him. Well done. Where the fuck are you going over there? I thought you were there. No, that was very excellent. You're fucking hiding on my boot. Right, so, yeah. That's the other two that we won't officially take fucking weapon systems off. All the other groups, we might be tasked or use a platoon or use a section to either go by foot, warrior, foxhound, or you might even get JHC. Take you to an area in a Puma, pop down, say to the guys, right, we need yous. And it's how you deal with them as an IC, as a 2IC, platoon sergeant, platoon commander, how you deal with that people. It will then depend on fucking how you deal with them will depend on whether they decide to lay down their arms. You remember these guys have been fighting for over 4.5 years now, for what they believe fucking is right. You got the Ukrainian forces that don't want to be part of Ukraine, don't want to be part of Russia, and you got the Russian-backed rebels who don't want to be part of Ukraine, want to go back to the communist system within Russia. So it's how you deal with them and how you speak to them. Your initial fucking report. If you just go in and go, "Oi, you, come here," not the best start. So keep that in mind and keep your guys in mind. Even if you're speaking to Joe Blogs or one of your guys in the section speaking to one of them, you don't know what rank any of them are. So little private fucknuts in section fucking 1-2 or 2-2 or whatever says to some guy, "Oh, you fucking move," or "What are you looking at?" Or even jokingly points his weapon at him. That might fucking use the whole system and make it fucking impossible for you to complete your task. Where's Lighter? Lighter.
Yep.
Go on then. Explain all these.
2 seconds. I got a train coming by my home.
Choo choo. Is it Thomas?
Yep.
Or is it Boone?
I don't know.
It'd be the Ho train.
Yeah, Ho train.
All right, going yelling.
Yeah, right. This is Mr. Lighter's a way to run you through the different factions, and you'll see by the uniforms, it's not as easy as what it has been in the past, where you go, "Yeah, he's wearing that colour. He's dead. He's enemy." All these are enemy to you.
So right here, you have some of the pro-Russian forces. Give me a second. Let me select them and move them forward for y'all guys so y'all don't have to really move. These are some of the lesser organized pro-Russian forces. They could be some of the Chechen rebels. They could be any number of the factions that you see throughout the pro-Russian forces sheet on the information thread. They can be armed with any number of things, be wearing any number of things, have any number of different types of weapon systems, frag grenades, anything. These guys grab whatever they can, use whatever they can. They're not afraid to steal from the UN and NATO forces. They get on and they get with whatever they can. So these, and any number of the factions that fit into that category can look like this. So now that that's done, I'll move them out of the way. This is your more heavily armed pro-Russian rebels. These are the individuals that are being backed pretty much directly by the Russian government. Let me get out of the way. As you can see, they are kitted with pretty much bullet-resistant headgear, body armor, canteens, RPGs, camouflage. Most of them are carrying Kalashnikovs of some sort. So these are the more heavily backed and heavily organized Russian rebels. Any questions about these guys? Nope.
Nope.
Beautiful. And again, any number of the factions that fit into more of a heavy organization can look like this. So that's the difficulty about the whole deployment. Now you're going to see these guys. This is the Ukrainian army. Can anybody tell me how to identify them as the Ukrainian army?
Speak Ukrainian?
Ukrainian
flag on the sleeve. If there is
exactly. Every single Ukrainian soldier in the actual Ukrainian army, not in the reserve forces or anything like that, but in the Ukrainian army will have a Ukrainian flag on their sleeve. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that just because they have a Ukrainian flag on their sleeve that they're going to be your friend or your ally. They could be very much your enemy. But this is what the Ukrainian army looks like. Again, pretty mixed matched. They look a lot like the pro-Russian side of things. So it's, again, going to be very difficult. Move these guys out of the way. These guys could fit into more of the pro-Ukrainian forces, such as the Azov battalions, Donbass battalions, Kharkiv battalions. Any government-backed forces that are actually not in the military could very well look like this. Of course, they could also very well look like this. So again, very mixed matched. Very hard to tell the difference between who you're fighting and who you're not. Get these guys out of y'all's way. And obviously, I think this pretty much goes without saying. These guys, the police force, not very well equipped. Oftentimes could be on either side depending on their political views. One police officer may be pro-Ukrainian. One police officer may be pro-Russian. You'll never know what you're going to get until you get it. And just so that you guys could look at some of the civilian population, what they'll be wearing, some of them. These are those guys. Oftentimes, a civilian won't have a weapon system. That doesn't necessarily mean weapon systems are absolutely 100% illegal or need to be removed. But most times, civilians won't have weapon systems. Also, most times civilians are pretty much going to stay away from you guys. They want to go about their lives. They want you to go about your life. They don't want to get involved in the war any more than they have to. These people have been living in a war-torn region for going on 5 years now. They're very skeptical of any UN involvement or any Western involvement. They know what the Russian-backed rebels and forces will do to them. And they also know what some of the pro-Ukrainian government forces will do to them if they pick the wrong side. So these are those guys. Any questions about who you're fighting, who you're not fighting, anything like that?
Is there a chance we could get shot at by civilians in the case?
Certainly.
They might
Certainly.
have,
Again, civilians can be very politicized. You know, a civilian that may look at the Russian forces as liberators. You guys come in, they see you as a threat to Russian forces. It's very possible that they could turn on you guys and shoot. Is it going to have to happen a lot? Probably not, but it is certainly possible. Again, it's possible that you could get shot at by any number of the people that I've showed you, including the Ukrainian army. These guys are oftentimes underpaid, under-equipped. They have very ranging political views, and you guys come in, you know, and it's very possible that they could look at you as the enemy. A lot of the field commanders don't necessarily hold allegiance to the president or anything like that. They feel themselves as the most powerful person in the region. So it's very possible that they could turn on you. Any other questions?
Yeah, in terms of the police force,
Mhm.
I take it money plays a part in some of their allegiance as
Certainly. Certainly.
well. Further on that, if we can confirm that a police officer is taking bribes, is that an arrestable offence, something that we need to step in with?
I'll cover
That's
that
a
in a
Singer
minute.
question. Yep, that's a Singer question.
I'll cover that in a minute.
All right. If you have no other questions about some of the factions, I encourage you all to look up on the thread. It's under Op Trojan Information, News and Information. You can see. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I recently read a bit about Ukrainian forces.
Go ahead.
How widespread are Western anti-tank weapon systems amongst Ukrainian forces, or how widespread
And
will they be?
pro-Ukrainian forces, like the
we are
Ukrainian army.
talking army forces here, Ukrainian army.
I would.
The
Go ahead.
Ukrainian army is basically. You all know what a proxy war is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Right, for the guys that have been quiet and don't know what a proxy war is, proxy war is basically when you've got two sides fighting, but behind them, you've got the Americans, British, NATO forces on one side, you've got the Russian and Warsaw Pact on the other side, and they're basically drip feeding equipment, putting specialist fucking trainers in to train them. Ukraine government forces are being proxied by the West. That's why the British Army in real life have got, I think it's 12 individuals work out of Kiev, training their soldiers in, or their officers in tactics. On the Russian side, as you all know, when they shot down a civilian jet, that was a modern anti-air system that they used to shoot down a commercial fucking airline at 30-odd thousand feet. So, on this one, in game terms, Zeus have got almost free reign to use fucking almost any piece of equipment within fucking armor. On op nights, yeah, expect the fucking Ukrainian forces to have things that can wipe out the warriors, wipe out fucking foxhounds, but expect it on both sides. You have the Russian equipment for the pro-Russians on their side. Very, very difficult deployment when it comes to equipment side. And all yous have got is that little blue thing and a little blue hat to go, don't shoot us, we're here for peace. Going back to the question that Walton asked. If we, as a UN, you cannot arrest anybody. You cannot fucking cable tie anybody at all. Apart from if somebody fucking starts shooting at you or your section, throws a weapon down and then tries to surrender, you can then detain him. Only for a short time. Once you detain him, you have to then get the message back up to UNHQ that you need the police. Now, said police might come along. You then have to make the call whether that police are safe for you to give this fucking person to. If you hand one of them over to the police and the police take him away and fucking he's found dead later, who's responsible?
We are.
You are. You are as the individual. It won't be, well, my platoon sergeant told me to. It's a case of, no, it's fucking, you handed him over. You've basically aided and abetted. You have to make sure that who you're handing them over to are the correct police. So even when they arrive at your location, you'll message back up saying, right, there's fucking Igor, fucking whatever his name has arrived here. He says he's in the police. He's got the uniform. He's got the car. Can you clarify this, who it is? Or you'll get the message passed down, right, there'll be a police officer, badge number, whatever, will appear at your location in 10 minutes to take away the prisoner. When that guy comes, you confirm he is who he is, and then you're free to release him. As I said, it's some... Go on,
Griff,
shout.
cop munching shit, please.
Who was that shouting?
Yeah, that was me, sorry. So given... So we are just to ascertain they are the correct person being dispatched, right? We're not to sit there and question them on their...
Yeah, I mean, don't be dumb about it. You know, don't be dumb about it, okay? These people are going to want to get their hand. Let's say this police officer is a pro-Ukrainian government official, okay? They don't have rules and regulations like British police officers do all the time. You hand them over a fucking pro-Russian fighter, some of those police officers will take him out back and beat his fucking brains in. because they hate each other. These people have been fighting for going on 5 years. The devastation in the country is out of this world. Cars lining the streets, fucking entire airports leveled to the ground. These people hate one another oftentimes. And you have to decide whether you're going to trust that person with the life of another human being.
But what you have to remember is, on both sides, you've got a variety of people fighting. You've got the official forces. You create the only recognised or internationally recognised fucking force is the Ukrainian army and the Ukrainian police. That is it. The rest of them are basically what we would call in the West is terrorists. But in their country, and due to the Minsk agreement, they've all been classified as combatants, legal combatants. But if you go through someone, the pro-government, paramilitaries, as they're called, you got the Azov battalion, where they're completely right-wing. So if you've got somebody in your section who's gone for a character that's black, do not allow them to speak to anybody in the Azov battalion if you get to there, because that is you on the back foot straight away. Small little things like that, when you're dealing with these people, might be the difference between it being a successful mission, or whether you're leaving there fucking empty-handed. You got the Kharkiv battalion, even though fucking lighter called it Kharkiv. Fuck me, Kharkiv, case silent.
I'm an American, so I don't know how to speak other languages.
They're from the east of Ukraine. Anybody who knows the history of Ukraine knows that the eastern side of Ukraine was fucking starved out. Over 10 million people displaced and fucking died of famine when Stalin was fucking in charge of Russia. His plan was, because of the fertile land within Ukraine, get Russians into that part of Ukraine to take it over and make the motherland fucking so much better. So there's a lot. This isn't just a war of the last 4.5 years. This is a war that's been going on for close on 100 years now in total. They've been suppressed, and now they've got the freedom after the fall of communism. So now they can fucking express their views. It's simmered since fucking Gorbachev, 90, whenever it was, for all you history buffs. It's been simmering since then. The Balkans exploded first. Ukraine was a little bit more reserved, and then bang. You had Maidan in 2014 in Kiev when they tried to get rid of the government because the government was pro-Russian. And the guy fucked off to Russia. That's why the Russians then got involved. Annexed was Crimea, or took the part of the, or took the side of the pro-Russians in Crimea, and then moved towards the next region, or Donbass region of Ukraine. It's kind of came to a standstill, but there's websites you can look at that give you live updates and incidents that happen every day in that area, which you will notice that there will be a lot more posts on the forum showing you incidents, A, on the build-up, and then B, during all the next op. There'll be fucking incidents that happen outside our AOR. We're only dealing with one area in the Donbass region. There's other UN troops deploying to other areas. You all know, and hopefully you've all read Resolution 1544. One thing I did forget to mention, that brief over there, everybody else, is when I said that we're here to protect anybody who's under the UN banner, self-defense of yourself. The only other time that you can use fucking deadly force is to ensure that the mandate is adhered to. If somebody's breaking the mandate, you can use up to deadly force. But you guys, as ICs, 2 ICs, are responsible to make sure that Private Fucknuts has got the Jimpy, doesn't open up and waste 2 belts on nothing. It's fucking controlled shots, fucking one or 2 shots at a target, not whole section, fucking grit, let fly, melt up. Fucking make sure that you're controlling your guys and they're controlling their fire rate, and they're not going OTT. The word that you're looking for on that mandate, it says voluntarily. I can't even say the word. To conduct a voluntary disarmament and to collect and destroy weapons and ammunition as part of the fucking program. In other words, you've got to go up and you can't say, give me your fucking weapon system now. You've got to go up, gain their trust, because you imagine they might have had that weapon system for 4.5 years and it saved their fucking life on numerous occasions. They might have marked it with how many fucking people they've killed on the other side. It might be a memento for them, and they don't want to give it to some snotty old fucking 18-year-old kid who's wearing a blue beret and a blue fucking body armor. You need to make sure that you go there, you're fair, firm, but they trust you. And that's going to be the hard part for this next one.
Question, Singer.
Cool.
Isn't that a self-contradiction that we are to enforce a mandate that states that they have to voluntarily hand over firearms to us?
UN is a contradiction.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just pointing it out here.
Yeah. So you might have to go to a location where on the first night, you won't be told, right, go to that unit and take the weapon systems off them. The ceasefire doesn't happen until the midnight on the day that we arrive. When we get there, we expect there to be an encore of fucking attacks so they can get as far forward as possible. And then the ceasefire is supposed to kick in at midnight. So I'm expecting to get there, pot shots at us, because both sides don't want us to be there yet. They would have liked us to get there on the 18th after this ceasefire is supposed to have started. We're going to go there on the 17th, go out and go, right, we're fucking here. Ceasefire starts fucking tonight, and get the feet on the ground. We show them that we're there, and this ceasefire was going to stay. Anybody who's read the timeline of Ukraine that I put up, you will see that fucking there's been more ceasefires than what fucking, I don't know. I was trying to think of something funny. I can't think of anything funny to throw in there.
Oh, she's in the unit.
Woohoo! Or DD people.
Fucking hell.
Fucking hell. That's a lot then.
Can always add to it.
Now, is that proper OCs or part-time OCs?
Not sure.
Cool. Right, so. Oh, check you out, Walton, you're awake. That's it there. For the next bit is aimed at the JHC guys. Right, JHC, when you get onto the map for the pilots, you're going to have a little bit of fun. There's going to be corridors that you're allowed to go through to get up to the buffer zone that covers the border, and then you'll do patrols up and along the border area, along the buffer zone. Whatever you do, don't fucking leave the buffer zone at a non-authorized area, or fucking whatever side will get really, really anti, which then has a knock-on effect to what happens to the infantry. Because if you fly over somewhere, the pro-Russians don't want you there and haven't agreed to it, they're going to take it out on the guys on the ground. Or they might even take it out on the JHC guys and fucking have a pop at you. Only time that's different is if you're called in for an emergency fucking medivac or Kazivac, or for a humanitarian fucking mission that'll be cleared for you to fly through certain airspace to get into it. That's where your JTACs will come in. Especially you, Mr. Walton, you're going to have to come up with all this fucking planning to make sure your pilots know where they're going, holding areas, everything like that. But you all have fun, JC, because I think there's a part, if I remember right, you've got about 2 feet either side of the Puma blades.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome, isn't it? Isn't it, boys?
Yeah, but you landed over there, you were okay. So cool. Right. That's it. As I said, I'm not going to sit here for fucking hours and bore you. I could sit here and bore you for hours because I'm just a boring cunt. Oh, nice and quick. Oh, I like that one. I've used that before.
What, does that you?
I've got a question.
Yeah, go on.
The area in which we're in, depending on, say, which side of the island we're operating in or wherever we are, like, are we likely to encounter more forces that are hindered towards, like, the pro-Russians or the pro-Ukrainian, depending on which side of the area we're on?
Right, where we are at the minute, where the base is, Blueberry Camp, is on the Ukrainian side. No, I'm not on this net.
Got a question.
Yes.
Jump on 100, speak to Jono, he needs a Zeus. Go on, what was the other question? And I'll finish off your question in a minute.
Which one's going to be more prominent, the ZSU or the missile launcher?
2
Send
minutes.
it.
I was coming off the fucking radio net. Right, say again, Dryden. I've switched the radio off.
Any idea which one will be more prominent, the ZSU or the missile launcher?
Unknown at the minute. That'll be JTC's job to try and get eyes on equipment. These should be getting moved out of the area as part of the Minsk agreement. That's what our job is. That's what the guys on the ground will be tasked to do. JTC will have to try and locate them and then fucking 8-figure them, pass it up, and then platoons will be tasked to go to areas to fucking get rid of them. As part of the agreement, they should be 12 miles away from the buffer zone, which means for the Ukrainian forces, they should all be all the way to the southwest. To the pro-Russian forces, they should be all the way to the northwest of the map or northeast of the map. But that's something that we have to do as part of our mission. Make sure that not only the Russians, but the Ukrainian forces don't have any of these, or any of the T-72s or T-80s or whatever else in there. Vehicles that are allowed are your soft-skinned vehicles, off-roads with like 50 cows on the back, and vehicles, equipment along that lines. But anything big and major, some of your BTRs will be allowed. We just have to get confirmation. Anything that's got a fucking weapon system on it shouldn't really be in that area. Hence why we should be the daddies, we the warriors. But we need to see if they're going to play by the peace agreement or whether they're going to be trying smart arses and leave some behind to try and fucking get a leverage on the other side.
Do they dumb fire, or do they have lock-on capabilities?
Which one?
Well, the one on the left's got lock-on, isn't it? Got radar, but does it lock on as well?
It's
It
forward
doesn't.
tracking.
Guidance radar. It tracks
Oh.
the vehicle from the front.
That was
and
just
fucking
black.
fires a fucking...
The real one does, but I don't know if the armor one does.
The other,
Yeah, it does.
there will be
I
other
think it
weapon
does.
systems. I've just put down 2 for you guys to view. There will be other capabilities that the enemy has to shoot down helicopters, to lock onto helicopters.
With that in mind, we don't have any radar, so no one will be locked on or anything like that. How do we combat that? How do we avoid dying?
Well, you pray that you stay within the zones that you're authorized, and you pray that no side shoots at you for staying in those zones. I guess is the best way to tell you. They're not eager to shoot down necessarily a UN helicopter. They know that if they do that, that there's going to be serious issues on a global scale. So as long as you're staying where you're supposed to be, there shouldn't be a problem.
What's that?
Question.
Yeah, go on.
What's the odds of us coming across a guard tank?
Forgive me, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, but
so
as well.
basically, decommissioned equipment that's put on display for show. I know in the past, I think it was a IS-3 guard tank got recommissioned and wreaked havoc upon a city.
On the Ukraine military won't have any of them, but your other fucking paramilitaries might. I know in Ukraine itself, in the real Ukraine, they've used fucking things that were statues. They've fucking got them off, like a T-34. They got it off, rebuilt it, put a new fucking engine in it, and are using it. It's as much use as tits in a motorbike, but they still used it because it's some kind of armor system. I think it lasted about 3 days and then got blown up. So yeah, you might get fucking an old T-34 that will appear. The fucking paramilitaries have refurbished and got back in to give them some kind of armor. You might see a car being used to fucking as an ambulance. You might see folk on motorbikes using it as fast tracks to get somewhere. It is basically almost like a civil war that we're going into. So expect the unexpected at all times.
There you go. Behind you, some examples of some of the armor that you might see.
Question.
Answer.
Regarding like third party of like sort of other UN forces and like providing aid to local populace, that's something which is going to be something which the Fourth is going to be directly involved in, or are we more there to provide like a supporting role to the other UN factions who will be directly sort of carrying that out? Or are we going to be more getting hands-on with the civs, or is it going to be them?
We're the military arm of this deployment. You've got people in there like UNHCR, United Nations High Commission for Refugees. You've got fucking International Red Cross will be in the area. We're there to protect them. So if they want to go somewhere, they just can't jump in a vehicle with a big Red Cross and go, yeah, we're going here. They will need at least a section to go with them, secure the area, hold the area, defend them while they're dealing with their things. People from 3 Med might be attached to fucking International Red Cross to do stuff. The UNHCR might request a platoon to go with them to check an area before they start putting refugees back into their homes and towns and villages. Or they might be to escort fucking buses from the southwest back up to villages and areas where the villages are moving back into their area. So it could be a two-prong, like one platoon could go and check a village, make sure it's all okay, while fucking the other platoon go down, pick up the refugees to come back up north and have to escort them back up through the road system up to their home location where they're going back to. So it's going to be a mix and match. There might be times that we'll go there and we'll just be there as protection. There's other times we'll go there and we'll get hands-on. Happy? They're talking to me now, is he?
Yeah, Roger.
Okay. There was another question over here, I think. Griff? No? No.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go on, Manfred. Latford, Mackie.
I'm still.
Yeah, we got there eventually. Go on.
So what kind of devices are we going to meet? Are we going to meet minefields, or are we just going to mainly meet UXOs?
Okay, cool, right. Glad you asked that question. On this deployment, there will be no IEDs. No IEDs. What you might get is, for you that I've shown pictures to for the time that I was in Ukraine, you'll come across unexploded ordnance, ordnance that hasn't fucking gone off, ordnance that hasn't been used, empty shells, empty cases. They might just be scattered anywhere. That'll be marked on the map. EODs then got to go fucking under protection, on them up, make them go boom. Mudge, you're dead. The other one will be minefields. We believe there is minefields in the region, especially if you go up towards the village of Clem up in the hill. There's a hilltop fortress which the UN eventually want us to try and go up there and hold that as like a administration area, but that'll be a few weeks into deployment, probably T-50, as per the document with the timeline that I put. So yeah, EOD's task going to be mostly minefields and disposal and denial of equipment. When the sections have gathered weapon systems off of the combatants, take them in the foxhounds or the warriors, back to base, and then EOD will take them away and fucking blow them up. Happy?
Yep.
Cool.
Further to that, Singer.
Yeah, go on.
Did you say we're to move in convoy, like last stop, where, for example, EOD can't move on their own?
Yes. On this deployment, no vehicles will move on their own at all. Only person that will do it will be me, because I'm a fucking idiot and if I have to run about. But I've got a nice little weapon. I've got my new Panther. Ha ha ha. Big white tank. But that's only because it saves having a fucking section sitting beside me, being my CP. I've got a vehicle, Zeus no need to fucking shoot me, or I'll fucking DD them. Fuckers. What I use. Remember that?
Threaten us with a good time. Would you like me to show you an example of some unexploded ordnance?
Oh, there you go.
All right. Now, before I do this, I have to let you know that this is live shit. Don't go anywhere near it, or it will blow you up.
Get away! Get away! I'm fucking moving because light will make it go bang.
Should we?
And I cannot deactivate it. I cannot deactivate it. I cannot deactivate it. So if you get close to this shit, it will kill you.
I want to run up to it just to kill everyone.
It's right, one
All
person
right.
step on it.
Lighter,
Now.
if you hear me, disable simulation and it should be Gucci.
I don't know if it'll work.
If you have a DD, you can join 4-2 Commando. No way, they've disbanded.
Either way you look at it.
I'm running right now.
You can get look. You can get as close as this fucking AI is.
Bang.
Are we a tad bit close?
Okay. You can get as close as that IED or that that man is to see them. They're right there in front of him. They will not blow you up. Just don't go past him.
Oh fuck.
Oh god.
You wanna see if you-
make room, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm closer.
Chicken.
All right. When it goes off,
we should play that game. Yeah, see who can get the closest.
it is so there are quite a few versions of unexploded ordnance that you'll run across. Some of them may look like the tip of a shell. Some may look like a mortar round. Some may look like just a ball of fucking metal that are lodged into the ground. Some may look like they're dropped from an airplane. Some may not. They're all equally deadly. EOD have seen how deadly these things can be. They're very hard to disarm. They're way harder than IEDs to disarm. So if you see them, I would be very careful as to how close you get. To let you know, let me go ahead and show you exactly.
Alt F4.
Say again.
I thought you only had to put your foot on it to disarm it.
Nothing wrong there, Noodle.
Life you're bleeding.
I am bleeding, but I will heal myself, and I will heal
Noodle,
everybody.
Got a man down.
Cool. Right, so.
Think a question.
Wait a minute.
Thanks for being my shield, Griffin.
JC, you'll be happy to know there is no other air threat.
Thanks, Lashford.
Thank you for my question.
There'll be nothing in the air apart from UN forces.
Oh, no, alright, no airborne craft.
Ukrainian government have agreed that nothing will be in our airspace. The airspace will be ours for UN fucking modules only. No private fighters, no private fucking anything in the air.
No commercial aircraft?
No commercial aircraft are allowed to clear or allowed to go over this area since that last one was shot down.
What about the Russians?
The rebels haven't got anything, but Russia themselves, who are to the north, they're denying that they're involved in this. But as you'll see stuff that will point towards them.
If you see a Russian airframe, the likelihood of it engaging you is pretty much zero. They're there to intimidate. They're not there to fight.
Reason being, the Russians know that if they go into conventional war, it's the end of the world because fuck up. I bored somebody else.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
Cool. Right, so
I was there about the safety.
Anybody else got any other questions?
Yeah.
Rob.
That motherfucking UXO exploded a lot bigger than I thought it was going to do.
Oh yeah. Go on.
Right, I'd imagine that there's a probably a flat line between Russia and Ukraine. What are the actions on if either of the forces cross into the territories, so to say?
That's why we've got a buffer zone. The buffer zone is part of the mandate. I've already covered that. What's a mandate? What is your role as UN fucking peacekeepers?
Defend the mandate.
Defend the mandate. You've got a buffer zone. The only armed individuals who can go through that buffer zone without being killed is you guys. Because you'll be able to cross it to head into the Russian backside so that you can make sure that they're agreeing to the Minsk agreement and the mandate, and you'll also be on the Ukrainian side dealing with them. So you're going to be able to cross the borders. There's certain points that will be allowed to cross the buffer zone. Not anybody who's been to Cyprus, when you go to Nicosia, you can cross at Lydra Palace into the Turkish side. It's going to be the same here, but there is no physical border as of yet because the ceasefire is only just about to start in 11 days. That answer your question?
Yeah.
Is there a policy on warning shots if they do wander into the neutral zone or anything like that?
Obviously,
Obviously,
it is on the documentation.
Obviously,
it is
yeah.
on,
If you
it
read
is on the documentation.
if you read a document about rules of engagement and the rules of engagement, the full one, you'll see there that warning shots are allowed. But warning shots are controlled, not at an individual.
Oh damn!
you can do warning shots over the heads. But just be wary. I don't think it happens in Arma, but in real life, if you shoot over the head, what goes up must come down.
It does happen in Arma.
Does it?
Yes,
it does.
Oh,
if you fire around into the air, it will come down somewhere.
Yeah, ballistics are fully modelled.
Right, do me a favour, somebody shoot around right up here. In a crowd, I wouldn't see who gets shot when it fucking lands. I forgot your BFA's off, yeah, normally helps.
That's an interesting fire order. Company straight up rapid fire.
Not straight up,
Yeah.
though, it's in a pretty large arc.
Nah, I mean, it's not going to come down and hit any of us.
We can do it towards the privates.
Aim towards the main gate. And then
Oh, my foot!
Aim towards the main gate.
I cannot believe that we're sitting here firing live ammunition into the air going, well, I wonder what it's going to fucking hit.
Yeah, fuck you.
Right, so, any other questions?
Yeah, question.
Right, what question?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
go
on the rules of engagement, you've got charged weapons. What do you mean by that?
Have I got who, what, when?
Charged weapons. So, do we put the magazine in? Is it already in? Pretend we're loading it, or what?
What would happen? In real life, you'd have a magazine on, but you wouldn't be copped.
Yeah,
Here, the
but
safety,
what are we gonna do in Arma?
safety catch on.
Okay.
So you take off the safety catch because it makes a little click. That means you've charged your weapon and you're ready to fire.
Rog.
Cool. Who's going to ask the other question?
I've got a question as well.
Cool. Right. This deployment is based on you guys. The guys standing here now and anybody who's missing for here that's an IC2 IC. You can make or break this deployment. If you enforce the rules of engagement, remember everything that was chatted about today. I'm up all the time if you want to hear fucking chat about a deployment, I don't mind. You guys make or break. If you go back to your section and go, it's going to be fucking wank this, it's going to be shit, can't do anything. They're going to get that and there'll be fucking as many LOAs as one platoon get. So
I have a question actually.
Yeah, go
on. Will civilian crossing zones of the buffer zone be established? State, basically areas we have to. What's that called? Like
at the minute, the buffer zone, as I said, is only marked on a map. It's not
but
physically on the
is there an
ground.
intent to establish civilian crossing zone through that buffer zone?
At the minute, we are unsure as UN. What might happen is what they've done in Cyprus is where they put up a physical border either side of the buffer zone, and there'll be certain entrances that you can gain access to the pro-Russian side or get access from the pro-Russian side back to the Ukrainian side. Remembering, guys, all through this area that we're in, there'll be mixtures of people who want to be part of Ukraine and people who want to be fucking part of Russia.
And people are just there for the thrills of war.
Yeah, as people just staying there. You imagine somebody might have stayed in that house all their life, and they don't want to leave it, but also they want to be part of Russia, but they don't want to leave their house, so they're just stuck where they were. You guys going there speaking English, like what we're all going to do, will probably be the first time that any of them have heard or even seen a Western person in their lives. But these might be people there. I know it's Arma, and they're all the same age. But you imagine, there'll be people there who will be supposed to be older, supposed to be younger. So they might be 40, 50, 60 years of age, and they've never seen or heard a Western person before. That's the kind of mentality you got to think when you take it back to your sections and let them know. The immersion, the reality of it is what makes this deployment a UN deployment and makes it kick arse.
Question.
Cool, Anchor.
Do I then continue with teaching my section the basics of Russian and Ukrainian?
Yeah.
Yeah? Will that have any... I don't know, I'm looking at the
Yeah, it will.
here. Will that help?
Yes, it will.
Or do their Seuses not speak?
So we will entertain some Russian and some Ukrainian. Again, none of my Zeus team actually speaks Ukrainian or Russian. So if you are believing that you're going to have a full-blown conversation with us in Russian, you are sadly mistaken. We will do our very best to make it as realistic as possible, But again, we're not Russian, so
Well, that's what I
keep
mean,
that in
like,
mind.
Do I teach my guys the basics of like?
Yeah,
okay,
hello,
how's it
goodbye.
going? Hi, how's it
Are
going?
you hungry? Maybe
Yeah,
know
that
something
sort
like
of
that. Yeah,
We do.
you
Do
know,
you need a
do you need
doctor?
water? Do you need a
Do you need a
doctor?
doctor? Do you need help? Something like that.
Kvyat Cactula. Hello,
So-
how are you?
Right.
That's the basics.
I think in Ukrainian it's
different.
That's it's
Right, yeah,
just,
don't-
something like that.
I wouldn't worry about Ukrainian.
Right. Don't worry too much about the Ukrainian side. Ukrainian is mostly spoken in the west of Ukraine. Central, east of Ukraine is majority Russian. Ukrainian is a language that they're trying to bring back into Ukraine, but I don't think it'll ever come back in fully. I think they're too used to Russian. Russian's taught at school, but also is Ukrainians taught at school. But the more west you go, which is miles away from where we're going, it's more Ukrainian that they speak there, but they still understand and talk Russian as well. So I'd concentrate more on the Russian terms than what I would the Ukrainian terms, because Ukrainian's even more fucking harder than fucking Russian to learn and pronounce.
Also, if I may, Singer has a wonderful little map that he has that shows some of the conflicts, some of the clashes of forces. You should ask him for it, because it will definitely show you that this is not a Cold War by any stretch of the imagination. This is a very hostile environment that you guys are going to. There's shots fired every single day. Just recently, Ukrainian soldiers were killed in a attack on a civilization by a missile. So it is a very active war.
I'm looking at the website now, and it's got 15 hours ago, Joint Forces Operation Press Center. Yesterday, Russian forces opened fire 28 times. 6 Ukrainian soldiers were wounded. And that's how up to date this fucking is. You've got another bit here. Is what? Russian Air Force Su-27 interceptor off the coast of Crimea. You've got fucking Black Sea Fleet watching NATO ships taking part in the operation that's happening in the fucking Black Sea at the minute. So it is a very live conflict. Yeah, a lot of people probably wouldn't touch fucking Ukraine at the minute in Arma because it's politically sensitive. But fuck it, we may as well. For anybody who wants to go to that website that Lighter's talking about, I'll throw it into the Task Force radio channel. Don't look at it now, look at it afterwards, but you'll see that it's a live map, and that's where I'll take most of the intel from when we're throwing stuff up on the website. Right.
We're almost done here, Sergeant Major.
Any other fucking bits and pieces before we go back?
Sorry, what?
So, in terms of the IMP,
Not sure.
Lighter, whisper. Not you.
That's
Lighter.
my fault. Wait, boys. Go to the other side of this wall when we're done.
If, for example, Moscow decides to level an entire town with one of the GPMGs and the birds, will he be actually like what would physically happen to him?
Okay, we've mentioned rules of engagement. We mentioned it's a UN tour. As you might have noticed, we've got 2 RMP. They're called RMP because it's not regimental military polices. It's regimental military police. Mr. Lighter, who's fucking J8. And you got the Sergeant Major because it gives him a job to do and he likes the red berry. He says it matches his eyes. If somebody in your section or if a gunner in JHC breaches the rules of engagement, fucking does something to affect the mandate, does something wrong that they shouldn't have done, they will be escorted away by them. And they will physically go to an area back at Blueberry Camp where they will stand in a fucking cell. If they decide to DC and fuck off, but when they come back in, they'll still be in that cell until it's dealt with. This is a UN mission. People fucking blatting up a village cannot happen and won't happen. To let you guys know that they will be fucking taken away, and if it's serious enough, they won't come back on the deployment. For example, fucking Muscat, you're using 2,000 rounds to blow up a mosque.
1,200.
1,200? I thought it was 2,000. Fuck.
Only 1,200 in the Apache.
Yeah.
That's a
J-Dams.
Yeah, anybody who uses the J-Dam, Singer, I'll be in there as well. That's why I'm fucking not even loading my weapon on the next deployment. That's why I haven't got one. That's it. Say again, Griff?
I can't hear
Now,
Griff's question.
if I may just speak on behalf of RMP, I, as a human being, know that you guys are not real soldiers. There will be extremely complex situations that you guys take part in, and if mistakes are made, we will handle them, but I will also keep in mind that you are not perfect, that you are not real soldiers. As long as you don't go around murdering people just for the fucking hell of it and making massive mistakes like that, you should be just fine. But,
or for the person that fell, dropped his L85 and picked up an AK.
Right, yeah, don't do that shit.
Whose section was that? Who was that? Whose section was that? Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a good excuse to give us, Sergeant Major. Fuck.
So beautiful.
Right, so if nobody's got anything else for me,
I have a question for regards to how our MPs will be equipped. Because most UN MPs actually also wear the blue beret, so wouldn't they also wear the blue beret?
They will.
And then like an MP like armband or something?
They will do, but J4 aren't that good. So
Understood. J4's lazy. Got it.
They'll wear the blue body armor, but they'll wear the red beret, but they'll be classed as a blue beret and they would have the armband. So if you see them popping along with a red beret, that's when you go, uh-oh.
Just pretend you're colourblind.
That's not how I'll call it, but never mind.
Fuck me, yeah. Right. Griff, show.
So I take it in some situations then, because say we got shot at and we had to act in self-defense, there will be a full-blown investigation into that situation.
Right. Well, if the 2 minutes, I'll just move here, smarties. Fuck it. Right, so we do a contact report as normal. That contact report should be getting passed straight up to UN HQ by the platoon fucking HQs. Reason being, that's classed as an incident. That's an international incident. You're there as a peacekeeper. You shouldn't have to take part in a firefight. Unless, as I've said, it's there to protect either yourselves or anybody under the UN banner. Any incident has to be reported up, and you have to account for almost every single round that's been fired. Hence why I'm saying you've got to control your fucking jimpy gunners and your marksmen and your fucking guys who just think that flatting a full magazine at a bush because somebody shot with a grit is okay. I'm not going to be as anal as saying, right, fucking Boone, your guys fired fucking 150 rounds. I want you to account for every round. I'm not that anal. But if it comes back that his section's blatted off half the magazines in one fucking incident, I'll be like, really? Why? Why have you fired so much? It's got to be controlled. Hence why you guys are here with me. Try and get it through to use it. It's got to be controlled. The guys in the Puma, when they're fighting the Jimpy, they won't be able just to go bum 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 and fucking blat off a whole belt. They'll have to be controlled and make sure that they're hitting the target and not just hitting the map. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Griff?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we're not going to be completely anal. We're not going to throw somebody into prison if it was fucking he shot a civilian that ran in front of him. We all know armorisms and shit like that. We're not that anal. It's going to be if you have a jimpy gunner and he wastes a fucking belt engaging one sniper at fucking 2,000 meters, then we're going to go, really, dickhead? And then Mr. Lighter can go and scream and shout at him and fucking John will scream and shout at him. Right, that's me. I'm bored as enough. I don't like fucking standing and boring yous. So I will let you go back to your sections, platoons, and I'm sure it's fucking platoon led now, isn't it? Or have I not bored you long enough yet?
Yes,
it's platoon led.
Cool,
Yeah,
Lars,
see
what we can do.
So I hope you all like your new camps. JC, have you searched your one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few bits of it. Did you notice the fucking flags and shit I got for you?
Nope. I noticed we had a table and some chairs. That was nice.
Yeah, that's outside. You haven't been inside yet.
I noticed we've got a nice big airport.
Yeah, no, I thought I'd put you at the big airport.
I thought it would have been funny if we were at the top left of the map. That would have been funny, completely isolated.
Yeah. I did think about that.
If we break all of our helicopters, we lose all our helicopters. We can't bug you.
Right, so platoon sergeants, platoon commanders, city. What's it? Crack on.
Yeah. Short range. Make sure
Right, JHC on me over to the wall.
We get shot against the wall.
Where can we get a Gucci chest rig? That was
interesting. Evie, come with us.
2
We've got
platoons.
fun.
If you go back to your sections, they should be over there.
Oh mate,
Oh,
I'm thinking
you're
about the
alive.
fucking crown
I
jewels,
am,
mate.
yeah. I snuck in at the end.
I don't think you went anywhere else but mine.
I don't know. Let's figure out what we're going first.
He was with
How you doing, guys?
Right, I have a question.
I'm right behind you.
Mainly aimed at you, Walker, when you're done.
I don't know. What about that? You got that pretty fast.
I thought it was chill make.
Yeah, it's fucking sent, isn't it? Yeah.
You're working with these guys in some senses. In some senses, you're not really working with them, but they know that you're there.
FSG.
They want you to know that they're there. Cool.
I don't know how they're going to cope. They're going to be
Alright, now we'll
driving
move on.
around and unable to shoot
Now,
anyone.
the next person I'm going to show you is
Taking on me.
Now, this isn't a
Yep.
So
the difference between this one and the one we tested is that this one has only 6 rounds.
Yeah, one second, mate. I think he shot FSG. I think he wants us.
Oh.
Yep.
Good playing them.
Oh, Jake.
Why one?
I heard something about Recce as well.
Yeah, get Recce and Goobies as well.
Cool.
Reason being, on the next deployment, I know there's only going to be fucking 3.5 of you. You guys are going to be the guys working alongside 20th for the first few weeks of deployment. So make sure you know that vehicle inside out.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
I thought someone going EL away and that's cool then.
You stuck with me, saying unfortunately.
That's cool. Right, so get fucking all over that shit like a tramp on chips.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's fine. Oh, this is Birch.
And Griffin, yeah?
What, Griffin?
And he's gone.
So you were saying before, what's the difference on the ammo with the war?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We gotta go through it, don't worry.
Walker's gonna be about 2 to 3 minutes, just finishing off over there. Gonna be here.
Yeah,
there's Griffin.
We're gonna go through with you real quick, and then we're gonna go on the drive, yeah?
Yeah.
Put this on my shoulder, step my head.
No, the only problem with them.
Mm-hmm.
The turret's wrong.
It's better than the vanilla armor.
Oh, they're the Panthers though, aren't
No, not the Panthers. I'm on about the Warriors. The turret's completely wrong.
they? Okay. You just had to pretend, Griffin. Just pretend it's the right one.
Better than the vanilla one.
I thought they were using the 25 AIB ones, not this ones.
This is the ones, I'm pretty sure. Right, Yates?
Without sounding like the expert, these are the 25 ones.
God, JHC, can this shit.
I thought they had the other turret on. Like the one that had that weird bit in front.
I'm just gonna wait for the two of them. Just gonna wait for the...
No, it's sorry, I'm
Yeah,
out.
go.
That weird
and then,
triangle thing at the front, don't it?
I'm gonna...
That weird triangle thing at the front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're free to have a little look-see.
First we'll just wait for what's the main things, and we're gonna take it for a ride. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
They're very well equipped. Body armor. They have 15. Oftentimes we'll be using weapon systems like the Kalashnikov. in many different forms. Things like that. They will have decent.
Loving the barrel, Griff. Very nice.
Cheers, mate.
something because this is a representation.
Is this already kitted out? Is it ready to go? Is it?
Say again?
It's empty. Okay. I just wonder if it's.
These are the ones that we're going to be driving, yes?
Yeah.
Exactly these ones.
Just they've got empty crates.
There's a spare track in there, yeah. I think Singer's enjoying his vehicle.
That's all I was like, ooh, Panther. Well, here they come.
Well, they should be fucking off to their place. Where's the data? Where's the data?
Nosy fuckers.
Don't get that pilot to fuck off. Start trying. Fuck off!
Oh. Oh, that was funny. John just runs out and goes, fuck off! No. I love that. John runs up to the craft and goes, fuck off!
Literally all restricted that front glass pane on it.
Yeah. Zeus is.
So at least with what was it? With that one, we've at least got the front and the side ones, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Zeus is
Could be
to
fun.
find out who was in that Puma that just started up next to the training area.
Though you can turn out in the Warrior, so need
The
be
pilot.
the driver can actually turn out and see. I don't
Yeah,
think you can.
and the commander can as well.
Everyone can turn out.
Well, everyone.
Actually take all.
You even have your weapon system up. So if you're in the commander or gunner seat, you have an L85. You actually can use your L85 at the top of it.
Oh yeah, if you pull your binoculars out with your L85, he puts it up in the air and he's hit. It looks really cool.
They are as mixed match as possible. Some of them will be.
Gooey.
Any questions? About some of the facts? Any questions, comments, concerns about some of the facts that we have?
Now you see me, now you don't.
They represent. Again, it is also important to understand that just because this fucking uniform may represent that everybody you see in this uniform is a Russian-backed rebel. It just means that the Russian-backed rebels primarily wear this equipment.
What, you're going to be driving
Cool.
the Warriors?
Always.
Yeah.
First of all, you shouldn't be firing.
Oh, I thought, it
shots
was
at
the,
me, sir.
I thought it was just the new chaps.
Nope.
So
No.
there you go.
Those
that may help you out.
FSG and that's not FSG. Where the Jenkins? There he is. FSG.
Yeah. We're going to be working alongside the 20th when they come to us.
One or two, we can then field like 5 or 6 of them.
So you may be able to
Sweet.
identify and help out.
And doing something else than
But that's it, guys.
sit around.
Where's your toy, friend?
Absolutely.
So we've got one of these ones, but it's got the
with the crane, right?
Yeah, the crane and the scoop.
It's got the scoop on the front, yeah.
Yeah, though it's only for show. Sadly, doesn't actually do anything.
I thought,
Just to ask if it can take an explosion, but I guess it can.
didn't I see someone used on the crane the other day?
If you did, it must have been a mod because I don't think it worked.
I'm sure someone was testing the crane. I don't know, maybe I was seeing things. That
I mean, if it
happens
works,
a
then
lot.
that's cool, but I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it doesn't.
No, I think it's, like I say, it's just for show.
Get beaten in, and who's at fault?
There's 5 of us, and it only holds 3.
You guys are the ones that are.
Oh, great.
If you need a ride, just let us know.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why we're not getting that one because that does
The main point of this, lads, is
What's the chances on deployment beginning be squatting you boys anyway?
not going to know who the fuck is
Quite a
who.
bit.
People are going to say they're people they're not. The main thing is to investigate, is to talk
The
to
gun
people,
is nice, the main weapon.
and
Like
try and build
1500
that bit. So
meters
you've all got experience
and
with this.
above
We've
is
literally just
precise
come
as.
from a coin deployment.
You can hit a coin twice in a row with that thing 1500 meters out.
Just press T and away you go.
We even tried it against MBTs and we're just taking them out. I didn't realise though it's only essentially 6-round magazine, isn't it? With this config, yes, there's a 6 round instead of the 30 and 60. So that limits a little bit, including the firing rate is like more than double. Sorry, half. Yeah. Is that just so it's not too OP? Yeah, it's too OP in its standard form. But
Yeah.
this is a balancing, so I like it so far.
We're gonna be watching our fire rate anyway, aren't we? So.
We're not going to be shooting at anything that doesn't call for it. Yeah, true. I do like the fact that the cage armor actually works because it's a vanilla Oh, it vehicle. does. We did some testing with mines yesterday, and it's really nice.
We didn't test it against RPGs though, do we?
It can take it, don't we?
Yeah.
We tried changing the belt as well. That was really nice.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, but have you actually seen it when it takes the RPG energy damages the section you hit? Same with
cool.
the mine. So if you take a mine hit to the middle, it'll only be displayed.
Is that both a visual thing and a indicator thing? Is it?
Section led stuff now, innit?
I think you actually. I've never tried it, but I think you actually do change them over, don't you? The armor plates, or at least repair them. You need to repair them, yeah, fully. You can't change them. You can only change the track.
Yeah, and it comes out like a segment, doesn't it?
And you do need a toolkit for it. So that'll be you calling us up then, yeah. So we need a toolkit, but we have the spare track. Hello.
Yeah, we'll just press repair all on it then.
Well, honestly, tankers are able to track everything else. But track should be able to replace.
They want, yeah.
Be able to do tracks because it should fall under the same as changing a tire. Exactly, but that does require a. Have you tried it then? Just changing the tracks.
Yeah, it comes out as a single segment of a track.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. But the actual repairing of the cage, you'll need us, won't you? Yeah, we can't do that. We can only retake the tracks then. That's alright. You can get yourself out of a sticky situation. I would say so.
Into the corner.
We also tried the
boys,
towing.
fucking line up your section. Come on.
Right, our boys are back. Everyone there.
You got all your guys?
Yeah, all 2 of us are back.
So many people I can't cope.
If you would mind joining a group.
Hey Bees, how you doing, mate?
Hey, Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Join FSG.
Yeah.
It's an increase by 100%, so.
I'm going to show you the
150.
drills again.
Did you find that briefing entertaining?
Do that in a room, great.
Now because I marked down a route. Oh, fuck it, you can get the route.
10 Bravo, sign into frequency 40 now.
So, route. Go down here, a little bit of fun. Driving around. Go here, up there. Yeah. We're not going to hit anything. We're going to go down there.
Cool, so we're basically just going to drive around this southern low peninsula down here then.
Yes.
So send question.
Send it.
Are we driving one each or are you sharing?
No, we'll probably do a driver, a commander, and someone else being gunner.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so.
I've got 3, so I can do.
So do you guys have any questions?
That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna have 2. We're gonna have 3 warriors and a gunner.
Yeah, they got a 5 there, isn't they? Well, they're not gonna come with this, are they?
Alright, gents. Well, since you have been tasked to join us in the glorious adventure of driving a warrior, a quick tour. This is the beauty we're gonna be driving. And it even got its own small UN outfit. You got a big main gun, you got a 7.62 on the top. You can turn out in all positions, including using your weapons on the top as well.
So I am all here to entertain.
Up to 1500 meters, the main gun is precise as fuck. And above that, you can hit it with a little bit of practice. You do have a smoke screen as the commander. You only have 2, how to put it, like two screens you can use. But it's better than nothing. It will cover you 360. So you need to see where you're going when you go after it. As a driver, you have either you can turn out or use that small window up there. When you are backing up, there's a reversing camera, which is nice. It doesn't show before you actually press S. So Like everyone, like,
So
where's
I
the
guess you
camera?
guys
Where's
were
the
all
camera? You need
told
to
that
press S to
we
actually
are
get
going
there.
to be enforcing a mandate
It
in a
takes a little bit of
NATO,
practice.
sorry, not NATO, UN buff. So
Other than that, beautiful vehicle. We did some mine testing yesterday. It did really well. So it was the large IED, which is supposed to be the highest we can get against this. It did take it out. It was still operational. Mines, AP mines. Sorry, yeah, no, not AP mines. AT mines,
so I did a little
APers,
campaign.
etc. Slammed.
Really, that's
It took out the track, but was still operational. Track
but I did
can't
the
be
maps on
replaced by taking the spare track in the Ace Arsenal. Sorry, not the Ace Cargo.
All heavy weapons on
Yeah,
speed
Ace
have
Cargo.
a
Toolkit in your backpack, and you're good to go.
For those of you who don't know how much a
It
mile
does require a
is,
toolkit,
that's
which will
20
be
kilometers.
brought because we
That's
should be
pretty
able
much
to
the
change on
entire
tracks. Hey, you're up for taking a
Should
ride?
be in the vehicle.
There's nothing in there.
I'll get out. Toolkit should be loaded in the vehicle.
12 miles.
I agree. There should be a toolkit in the vehicle,
19.994
and there should be 2
kilometers,
spare
so
tracks in each
20.
vehicle.
Oh, Lucas, is it something to... If it's not, can we get that sorted?
Yeah,
I'll speak
don't
with
worry.
the powers to be about that.
It's a part of the list that I'm bringing up.
Okay.
With that, should we take a drive? So I guess it's taking a FSD vehicle with you guys and then FSG interview as well.
Yep. So I'll let you guys take lead and we'll follow on.
Jenkins.
Yeah.
Your commander, pick a driver.
I'll pick Westland.
This vehicle?
Yeah. Actually, for you, take Sean. I'll take Sean.
I thought Sean might bond the brake for me.
Jenkins, if you go onto your map,
cool.
Yeah.
you see your route.
Yeah. We're taking lead.
Yeah.
Great.
When we get to somewhere on this road here,
yeah,
we're gonna do a little bit of drilling. You know, the standard get online facing this, that, and so on.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
Cool.
But then, your first vehicle, Sean, you'll be with me in the third, and Recce will be in the second.
Okay. Westland driver's seat.
Walker.
How do I get to the Yeah, Westland, jump out of a sec. Let me jump into the driver, then I can go in the commander for that. Okay, mate, jump in.
I'm getting out. Sorry, what's up? I will jump on yours. Right, 131. After that.
Yeah, 131.
Alright, where to Sean go?
Ready, check 131.
Gotcha.
Check 131.
Gotcha.
Clear.
Right, Jenkins, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you, mate.
Alrighty then, Jenkins. When there is room in front of you, take us out. Recce will follow.
Right.
Go at
Okay,
speed
so...
at 30 when we start, so again, in 30.
Yeah, just confirm we're gonna go out to the right that way, or?
Yeah, out to the right here. Down to the
Okay.
road and then left.
Okay.
For the Recce guys, the speed limiter is working in this, so delete.
Okay, Westland,
It works a lot better than in
move
a,
forward.
Most other vehicles.
Take one step enough. Other way, people.
Don't hit the
Tank
gate,
moving, get out of the way.
please. You're very close.
Okay. That's it. Gently does it. Straight forward. Okay, we're now through the gate.
I don't think there's an intercom.
We're going to the main road and we'll hold for you guys. Okay, right here.
It does have a flag, but no intercom.
Yeah, if it's left, you can see the map, can you?
We're Vic 3. No, you're Vic 2.
Okay, so keep going forward a bit. And hold that.
I think they
Vic
want
1
to take it down.
holding for convoy.
Let's see, do you think we're gonna get out unscathed?
Well, I hope so.
Nice and easy.
Okay, so speed is going to be 30, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, Recce got out. Let's see if Sean gets out.
Left ahead.
Do you want the Levic to push forward?
Yeah, you can push out.
Yeah, push it forward, right?
Remember, speed 30.
Okay, Levic stepping off.
Rear big.
Comfort speed 30. Figure 1, turn right.
Right, no, we're on Cyprus, this way.
Okay, just try and stay on one side of the road.
You can set your call sign.
Last big turning right. Yeah, it's a function that the 20s are using. I don't know really what it is yet.
By the looks of things, I think it'll change. Well, we'll have a look when we stop, but I think it changes the paint on the outside.
Oh, yes, it does. Okay, nice.
Keep
Push
going.
out.
And in about
So, call sign 14 Bravo.
200 meters,
set
we're
up,
going to
ready to
be
go.
taking a left. Allegedly. Okay. Another 90 meters. And we're going to be going left here. Thick 1 turning left. I'm going to turn right on this dirt road to our right now. Vic 1 turn right.
Last big right.
Convoy hold. Sosin, did you say this stretch?
Yeah, I'm just jumping out. Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of fun here. FSG had really good practice using one of these fields here to get the drivers sorted. Wait, how far up? Oh, you're right there.
We're
Alright,
almost
Sean,
at the next turn. We're about
Alright,
50
really
minutes
good
away.
practice. Everyone just doing a little bit of turning, 360s, 180s, and then we're gonna do a little bit of formation. As a go ahead, when you're sure what's around your vehicle, get the feel for it, how it feels when it turns on the spot. Like how wide are you gonna be? So, for example, Recce right now, if you start turning directly like that, you're going backwards a little bit. So, in a street, we need to be very cautious what we're doing, right? If I remember right, Shinoris, there will be streets where there's not really a whole lot of room for us to maneuver, so cautious about it. And let's go on tour, so everyone get a good feeling for it.
Okay, do you want the Levic to step off again?
I know, start doing some turns, go.
Okay, Westland, just get the feel for the thing. Start.
What?
Do some turns, mate. Get the feel for this warrior.
It feels good.
Do a left turn, yeah? Okay, cool.
So it's about seeing how wide you are, how much room you take up when you do maneuver.
So let's
Sean,
do
you're about
another
to
left turn, so you're facing the other way.
It's more in the occasion where we have to do a 180 and get the fuck out when we don't
So
do
you can
a turn.
see we've come
It's more
over
that.
to the right hand side of the road now. So more facing the right side, the right verge. If you move it forward a bit and then try and rotate as you move.
So moving forward and now.
Usually, easiest part is to just start backing up. That's
So
what
you
we
get a feel for
there will be occasions
it.
where
Pretty
we just have
much
to turn
turns
around
on a
and get up.
dime.
No,
but
it does not. It does not.
I said pretty much, not totally.
And when you feel somewhat comfortable, change it over to another driver and give it a
only
go.
one track is moving while the other is staying still. When it's
Yeah.
not like one track
So
going
it's
forward.
dragging around, yeah. I get you.
On the one we had yesterday, it could actually turn on the spot since one went forward and one went
Right.
back.
Okay, I get you now, because one would go back, one would go forward.
Yeah, but on this one it doesn't. On this one only one moves.
Okay, cool. If you're happy with that, we'll swap places and I'll go at it.
Turning in.
Yep, turn
The
in.
reversing part we're gonna go for later, so don't worry about that. Just the movement right.
Okay. I'm out. Ba 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 ba.
Left side.
Or the front. Or the front. Okay, let's turn out because I prefer to be turned out. Yay!
Yeah, you can turn out.
Okay, so like I said, one moves and the other don't, so...
Yeah, because if you just turn left.
Oh yeah, you can see it moves back slightly.
Yeah, because you're not moving in the
Yeah,
spot.
you're like doing this very small circle.
If you do 180, do just stand stop and do
Fun
180.
fact that FSC discovered while
If
driving
you
around in a
just
similar
look
vehicle
at
is
the
that when
Recce
as soon
vehicle
as
and
you
they
release
spin
the
around.
W button,
Yeah.
your vehicle would pretty much go to a halt. That's without you pressing
okay,
the
now
E.
we stop spinning around, just put it up.
So it's just something to get used to because we can't really fix
I think sounds that also stops you.
This stops quick as well, doesn't it?
That's just traction.
This has got a reversing camera, as does the other one.
Yeah, you got the reversing camera. Oh, no! That's that thing.
I saw it, I saw it. I saw the wall as well.
Barge your hell lamppost.
Oh no. Sean, behind you, infantry coming up the road. Hey, how many drivers have we missed? Who has been through?
Yeah, we both had the 10 here. Right, let's swap back.
Yeah.
Okay, you having a go?
Oh, no, I need to get in driver. There we go.
So you just need to be a different angle to get in, that's the thing.
Yeah, I'm back in at the commander now.
Because if you, let's see if I can show this.
Okay, thick one set.
Which direction are we going?
Way one. Are we continuing on this road or turn around? Push it up a little bit, up to them. And hold that.
Alright gents, don't go too much off. Let's get back on the road.
Are we carrying back down south, are we?
You had yes at marked the area before we did it, so we gotta turn around and go back. Who's this Fox?
We gotta go back.
HQ.
That'll be one of them be Livic. Do you want us to push to the front of the convoy or?
Yeah, hold up, we're just getting a route for it.
Yeah, we're turning off right now.
We scared it away.
Fuck it off. Scared.
Having fun, Sean?
You having fun there, Sean? It soon comes.
Power slides.
Yeah.
I don't think he has.
Love the way your weapon turns out.
Yeah.
And you can deploy as well, that's so cool. Oh, turn the engine off please. Yeah, wait one. Yes, again.
Do you have binoculars?
Oh, yes, I do. I have vectors.
Check your binos.
So sweet! Oh my god!
Oh, look to your right, you can see you're just holding your weapon system up while you're checking your binoculars.
Oh, no
what are you-
way.
oh.
That's
Oh,
so
point.
freaky. That is nice.
Walker ready to go.
I like that. Oh, that's a nice little feature. Sorensen? Right.
What's going on?
Don't know.
Sorensen, you're in comms.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, just inform me I have to go AFK for 5 minutes.
Well, does your driver have a GPS?
I do.
Where's the issue?
What's the
Do you want a route then? Because I haven't put it down or anything.
Have you got a GPS?
like all the like if you're in the vehicle, you do have a GPS. You can just like press.
Okay,
Or-
note to yourself,
I don't-
Sorensen, all drivers have a GPS, you just have to press a button.
So like all crew positions do.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause the thing is, if you just press 4.
So
the
again,
thing is-
4.
No, the thing is, I don't know what's on your keyboard because it's on default. It's on button. I have it on buttons you don't have on your keyboard.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you're supposed to press.
Oh, fuck, turn in.
Yeah.
Okay, shot fired. Here we
Shots
go.
fired.
Yeah, shot.
Everybody mount up.
Start scanning.
I can only go up and down with this
105-1.
commander suit.
5-1 send over.
Look, can you look left and right?
No, I can't rotate it left or
is
right.
currently out testing the warriors, and I can fire from small arms. Over.
Go into the gunner then. Go
How
into
the fuck are we
gunner
supposed to
Roger, over. How do you want me to proceed with the contact? Extreme prejudice, over.
Alright, let's search for the bastard. B60.
I'm not detecting any heat.
I got my eyes on the target.
I'm just spinning around.
Barry?
Me too. 178, 178.
Roger 178.
He's down.
That's why you don't forget your earplugs, kids.
See, I did not
Hey
count on
chaps,
this being live.
make your weapons, your personal weapons hot as well. Right, vehicles, get yourself angled northwards on this road. Turrets traverse, you're facing front. Suggest if we are taking live fire, the majority of us turn in. And I will lead the column north, I guess.
You should see the route now that I marked down.
Yeah, question before we continue.
Off north.
Second junction.
The commander seat view won't turn left or right. Is that a bug?
No, that's because your
It's
commander sheet
locked
doesn't cover.
to the gunner.
Alright, Jenkin, you are Victor 2. I'll take
Bridge.
Left turn.
We're still just waiting for Victor 2.
Yeah, left turn, Samson. Western.
What?
Left turn.
Vic 1 hold.
Victor set. Are we baseline, Walker?
Negative, road column.
Bridget. Yeah, I'm gonna go AFK, so Westland's gonna follow.
Vic 2, go north.
Westland, back in a minute.
Wait, where are people going?
No, you're gonna follow the common, can you see it?
No.
North, that's left.
Over, I see one vehicle.
Yeah, in front of you, yeah?
Yeah.
Go, let's go.
I can follow the vehicle in front of me.
Yeah, you need to turn around,
90
right?
degrees left. Go. The other left.
That.
Alright, now you need to turn 9 degrees right.
9 degrees right.
Right, reverse.
Okay, reverse.
There's this wall behind us.
Oh yeah, there's a wall.
Forward.
And need to get forward now, apparently. Can you hear them on the radio?
No.
Okay,
No,
make sure your radio is tuned into 131. White one, Westland's having radio issues.
No, wait, radio check.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, where we go? No, wait, what's the frequency, Yankin?
131.
Yeah, I am on 131. Okay, yeah.
Alright, so what seems to be the issue in Vic 2?
I can hear you now.
Alright, go. Forward, north.
Okay, I'm AFK, mate, so you're on your own for a sec.
Right, Vic 1 stepping off.
And last week move.
What's convoy speed?
Apparently 3 miles an hour until Griffin gets out of gear.
Alright, last week moving again. So note to self, never to stop on a hill.
Apparently so.
Vic 1, turning right extremely slow.
Wow, 6 kilometers an hour. This is just for the speed trap.
Holy shit, that was actually the hill that was stopping this pace there. Jesus.
Vehicle 1 setting speed at 30.
I would bet you if we reversed up the hill, it would be a lot better.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Reversing downhill is fast as fuck, but fuck me going forward up it.
Right, let's take a short hold here and wait for FSG to catch up.
Vehicle 1 stopping here.
Make it stop.
So, go AFK probably in about a minute or two, just go check on my pizza.
Alright, last week is on road.
Vic 1 stepping off.
Vic 2 stepping off. This cannonball is amazing, I can't see anything in front of me.
Vic 1 to the left.
Vic 2 turning left.
Friendly vehicles ahead, stick to the left, stick to the left.
Big 3 turning left via apparently shortcut, holding to not holding, sticking to the left.
Right, we've got a long straight and a hill upcoming. Let's open it up a little. Let's go up to 4-0.
Being joined by Core HQ and a extra warrior.
Rog. Right, we're gonna, after we're up the top of this hill, because we're gonna keep our pace going up it, we're gonna try and do a bit of snaking.
Okay, I'm back now.
My driver's excuse is that it stalled half.
He's stalled halfway out. He's gonna have to go back to the bottom to get enough speed to get up this thing.
Going 4 kilometers an hour. We apparently have 2 Core HQ warriors back. No, disregard just 1.
Right, lead 2 Vix, stop and hold for Vix 345.
Jenkins, you back?
Hello 1-0, this is 6-1 Bravo, message over.
6-1, send over.
Hello 1-0, are you following us as a new Vic 3 and Vic 5 over?
I'm back.
Jenkins?
Yeah.
Should be no
Can you
beyond me,
move the cannonball up a bit and to the right, because it's in the middle of my view.
Is that better?
No, the cannon barrel, use the gun stick for that.
Okay.
Because it's bang in the middle of my view.
Move it what? Up or down?
Up and right.
We're holding and waiting for the slow approach to stall now.
Back in business, going 6-stack apparently. Just like back in the Arma 2 day.
Yeah, roger. What's faster?
I'm back.
The warrior or the foxtail?
It's a toss up between the two, but the 6 kilometers an hour we're getting on uphills isn't ideal.
Alright, we're back. Let's go.
What did I miss?
Nothing, keep going.
Big 2 stepping off.
Big 1 stepping off.
Are we still tending?
Front vehicle, just be advised you have a guy to your left.
No, hold.
we should send them that contact report anyways.
Be advised, looks like Ukrainian forces currently speaking with 1-0.
Ukrainian? We're in Cyprus.
Well, it's definitely not local forces.
Russia's coming.
Yeah, follow on Vic 1. Let's push along the road.
Vic 2 stepping off.
Vic 3 move.
Hold. Victor on.
Looks like he wants to.
What is your purpose?
We are patrolling the area, sir.
Patrolling for what?
As with our mandate.
How many people are in the vehicle?
As myself and my crew.
How many?
In this vehicle there was 3, sir.
And in each of the vehicles behind you?
You would need to ask them if you've got any passengers on board.
Go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Pushing on, he may ask you a few questions.
Yeah. The Westland, hold there. Afternoon, sir.
How many people are in your vehicle?
I have 2 people cleared to myself, sir.
You are cleared. Go.
Thank you very much. Victory moving. We got question how many packs? Hold there.
Push on.
Victory stepping off.
Yeah, we're gonna have to push through their area because that's the way we've been funneled. Right, Vic 1 and 2 hold.
Victor holding.
Spasiba.
What does that mean?
Thank you.
Spasiba.
Spasiba. No, don't worry, thank you. We're making a crypt card just. Vic 3 is back in home.
Second year last sentence?
That Vic 3 is back in
No,
home.
before that.
That we're making a crypt card for Russian.
Oh, okay.
If you want to say thank you and then bye, it's Spasiba Boka. And then, yeah, that's it.
Privet.
Привет, товарищ.
Sika bled.
So,
what is that?
Well, you've never been alone before, Yankton.
Just gonna.
No, I live in a rock.
I don't know. I didn't ask any questions.
What question did he ask you?
Right, 2 platoons convoy are about to start pushing through as well. That's herringbone left and right on the sides of the road, and prep for 2 platoon approaching.
To herringbone right.
Vic 3 herringbone right left.
Can you see over the bushes?
Yeah.
Turret traverse face west bearing 268.
Turning in, turn, traverse, I need to get in the gunner. 268. Roger, 268.
If you need me to move
sorry, that was just meant for my particular vehicle, so I could turn and look into the town with binoculars.
Yeah, Roger, we pretend that we're looking 334.
Right, 2 platoon passing through. Yates, I believe.
Trying to get some armor
Howard's in that one just past you. Canadian yapping. Looks like the red convoy just passed through.
Yeah, our fourth vehicle disappeared. I'm rear vehicle again.
Cool, do you want us to head south off road or north around the AO?
Let's just head south, meet up at that T intersection or Y intersection that's down there direct south. And then go on the road from there.
Yeah, Rog. Right, chaps, let's head south. Vehicle traverse.
We're moving back on the road?
Yeah, wait one. I'll tell you one. Okay, traverse this facing south. Turn left, 90.
Everyone on the move.
Turn left.
Right,
left
turn
a bit more. Okay. Yeah, wait one. We're having issues. Come right a little bit. Okay, stop there, going forward.
What's the
issue? Moving. Thank you.
So, what seems to be the issue? Let's try and resolve it now before we get into deployment.
Yeah, I'm bugs with my end. Wait one.
Back one hold.
Don't know why, but it's been a task. Which way are you facing? You're facing that way, aren't you?
Guys, if you don't speak up, I can't help you.
I am speaking up. I just told you to A1. Please.
Where am I going, Yankee?
Yeah, give me a second, give me a second. Okay, so where I've lost sight of Vic 1, that's the trouble.
We are approximately
145 degrees of your position, so turn left.
145.
145.
Thank you.
More like 130 now.
145, got it?
You need to stop going that direction you're going. You're going to 2 platoon AOR, turn around.
We're to your southeast.
Jenkins, you should have a
southeast.
C10 or an Android.
Yes, I'm looking at it. Southeast Western, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. 10 more to your left.
Like 300 meters southeast.
I can't see any rocks. Way over rocks. I can't see anything.
Well, turn to me southeast.
Sighting BTR southwest.
Southeast, turn southeast.
About 300 meters out, close.
Yeah, we're prepared to be stuck. Wait a sec.
Can't see the rocks. Okay, I'm free now.
Yeah, okay, you're free. Okay, we're free now. I'm moving.
I'm moving southeast.
Yeah. Keep going.
Sean, you good?
Yeah, I can see you.
Can see.
Jenkins, is Sean still in the
No, I only see myself and a Westland. I didn't see anyone else, so I'm shocked at.
driver just easy. Catching up.
And we're behind that ground now. We got stuck on some rocks.
Can I get someone from Recce into my vehicle as the commander, please?
We've only got 3.
Yeah, I'm by myself.
Yeah, I've only got 2.
Oh, you're by yourself. In that case, then yes, I will leave Griffin and Birch here as Vic 1 and I'll join you in Vic 3.
I can't turn out anymore for some reason. I'm in the driver's position. I can't turn out.
Yeah, I think it's something
It'll
with
be the turret position.
Yeah.
Try now?
No.
We good?
Yeah, you're good.
Look up with the third, look up.
I can't move it.
Turn out now?
No. I'll keep driving, I'll test later. Fucking rocks.
Freaking rocks. Okay, keep going forward.
Yeah, I see them.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Victory, rejoin the road.
Convoy speed, please.
30.
Just following this road around west.
Vic 1 turning left off road.
Left here, right?
I see.
Right to left off.
Big 3 on left off road.
Jenkins, next time we stop, can you just try moving the turret around and see so I can maybe come out?
Yeah.
Like, it's not too bad, but it's still...
Yeah, I'm pointing the foot forward and raised it a bit, so I don't know why you can't turn out.
May have hit a rock.
Yep.
Victor's double up. Okay.
All vehicles be advised, rocks front. Just probably best passing on the left hand side.
Yeah, Roger, we negotiated them.
Rick 1 rejoin the road, heading.
Victor, back on road.
Big 3 back on road.
Okay, right? You okay?
Yeah.
Vic 1 taking speed down to 20.
20, right?
Roger, 20.
0.
Roger, 20. Can you turn out now?
No, we'll fix it when we stop.
Okay.
Like, I don't mind to... Like, I can drive fine when we're turned in. The whole thing is, if I'm turned in,
Vic 1 turning left.
I can't keep track of what's left and right behind.
Okay, right. Can they go left now? Photo turn left.
1 turning right.
Like, I know my speed, so I know when I need to start. It's just like, if something goes... Like, if someone...
Big 3 left and...
Goes somewhere...
2 turning right.
1 turning right.
Take 2 turning right.
Vehicle 1 turning left.
Big 3 right hand.
Take 2 turning left.
Big 3 left.
Vehicle 1 increasing speed to 30.
Roger, speed 30.
30.
Vehicle 1 turning left.
Ooh.
Take 2 turn left.
Big 3 left hand.
Vehicle 1 turning right.
Right here. Take 2 turn right. Loving your skills driving Westland. Doing awesome.
Just be advised, we are now going uphill, so I'd advise you to keep your speed up.
Yeah, but as I said earlier, like it's not too bad driving. At least I don't feel too bad driving.
No.
Well, it's mostly I don't have any situational awareness.
No.
Basically only
If you
right.
could turn now, you would. Yeah.
Like for example, if I get hit from the side, I cannot assess the situation. Should I go forward or back?
No.
I can't see. I can drive where you tell me to drive without problems, but I can't see where I'm supposed to be going unless you tell
No,
me.
you're relying on the commander. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's enough if you're coming just well, just go this direction or turn around or whatever. You know what I mean?
Turning right.
Or for example, him saying turning right there. That's enough now. I know I should turn right.
Yeah. Fake 2, turn right.
Big 3, turning right.
So Sean's back. Do you know where he will be?
Second.
Sean's back on the shack tack.
Probably be back at base.
Yeah, okay.
Vehicle 1 dropping speed to 20.
Approach 20.
20.
Okay. And then the right tier. Fake 2, turn right. Go. Oh. See, land
Big
base.
1, turn left. Sorry, big 3, turning left.
Vehicle 1 turning left off road, increasing speed to 30.
Okay, left here. That's it.
Cancel that. Speed is now 40.
Approach 40, left off road, Vic 2.
Big 1, sorry, big 3, left hand turn off road.
Punch your speeds up as fast as you can get them, take the limiter off, get them as high as you can for pushing up this hill.
You heard that?
Holding shift should make it go a little bit faster.
Yes. 4 chat, listen. Hold that shit down. Go, go, go!
I can tell you already now and not
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
It's
getting up
painful.
We are not getting up the hill. I'm more saying that now. But we
Just
can
do your
try,
best,
but-
mate. That's all you can do.
Halt, because there's a friendly in front.
And Sean, is that you?
Eyes on. Hold that, listen.
Pure friendly is doing
Sorry.
Michael.
Yeah, hold.
There's Sean.
So just me, Sean, you're running slanted.
No, it's the vehicles that are slanted.
Oh, see, what? I'm tripping out.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. I'm figuring with you, but
Yeah, it looks like it's slanted.
Welcome back. Alright, Rick reset.
Vic 3 swapping gunner and driver. Vic 1 rather.
You know where we're going, right?
To the top of this fucking hill. I made the great suggestion of trying out hill driving in this, and I regret it already.
Sorensen suggests we change our route.
Yeah, go for it.
I wonder why.
This seems so flat, and then when I got out, like, what?
Yeah, right, okay, we're gonna be going, turn, south.
Okay, keep going, mate.
West. Or is it just... Yeah, see, this is what happens when you turn downhill, you slide.
Vic 2 holding.
Well, just follow where they go.
Yeah, and then we'll do a 180 full and back down. Okay, 180. Vic 2 falling on.
It's like Tokyo Drift in Warriors.
Yeah, it is.
Watch out, Gap.
Warriors so nice.
Point 18, this is 19,
Keep going. Oh, come back a bit. Go right, that's it. Keep going.
On the MSR, there is 1 times UN Panther that's been hit by numerous RPGs. As for arms fire, it's no longer usable.
I suggest you to come along our left-hand side.
Did you just drop down somewhere?
No, we're
just
now
over the ridge of the
alongside.
hill.
Come left, left.
Are you stuck?
Stop.
I can't see it.
Acknowledge 181 on her.
Face it directly down the hill, otherwise we'll flip this fucking thing.
Yeah, don't worry, mate. Just hold there.
Because I told them to come up on our left-hand side.
This ain't making up on this hill. No chance.
No, we're directly to your left on the ridge.
Are you stuck, guys?
No, they're making their way now.
If you're stuck, we can tow you out. There's a rock right behind you.
They're good, they're moving.
Stop moving the vehicle. Hold it still.
Sorensen, pull up on the left-hand side of Jenkin. This gives us a good overview.
Section baseline. Yay.
Can you turn out now?
Yeah, I can turn out.
The only sad thing about this is that we are...
Shots heard.
Yeah, it's down 2 platoon. Don't worry about that. The sad thing is that we are like a snowball in a... I don't even want to call it.
Oh, we're massively skylining. Absolutely. And any kind of long-range ordnance, we're fucked.
It doesn't make it better that we're completely white.
Well, no, we probably blend in with the rocks a little bit more because we're white. Right, let's head downhill, and we're gonna skirt down on the eastern side of 2 platoons AOR.
Yeah, I was about to say we need to push a little bit more.
Break, wait one. I've got eyes on a armed individual directly bearing 130.
Turret traverse 130.
996 meters. And we also have another face down to the right of him.
Isn't that the guys we passed before with the gas? Or the UAC, sorry? With the questions and all that?
Yeah, it is.
By the way, what question did he ask you?
How many packs we have in the Vic?
And what did you respond with?
There's 3 in this one.
Oh, so you gave him a honest answer?
Yeah.
Oh.
Same, we gave a honest answer.
What I should have said is the vehicle seats 11.
Yeah. See, that's what I was thinking about afterwards. Why? No, before. Don't tip it. You break it, you buy it. Big 2 broke theirs.
50 is step enough.
I was holding the brake, my body glowed.
You keep going, that's it. Yeah. That's it. Down the gully. Yay, we're moving fast.
I bet you can reverse
Right
faster.
by left by the tree, yeah. Oh my god. Past life.
It was worth it. Fast and furious. That power slide was entirely worth it.
Hold. Just let him get a gap, okay. 32 left on the road.
I'm just a tad behind here, gents. So, almost there.
Vic 1 and 2, hold on.
Can you turn out?
Yeah,
I'm close.
Go.
Start moving.
Go. Stepping off. No, no.
32, step off.
What's the speed? Convoy speed?
What's the convoy speed? Watch out for that tree. Hold.
Disregard. I think we need to go off-road and right.
Right here. Cool.
Rear vehicle right turn.
Victor left on the road.
Big 3, left-hand turn on road.
Just now we passed a green jeep to our right.
We need to find somewhere where we can fire the main weapons. Get a feel for it. Don't sigh. It's a real request.
Victor turn right off road.
Big 3, right-hand turn off road.
Punch it.
Yeah.
Odd.
So straight and some left. We should go towards that flat.
Do you want us to baseline left view?
Only if we can see over these rocks.
I think you need to go to the next formation, kind of deal. Oh, actually, disregard. You can see the ocean from there, right?
Yeah. So come forward a bit more. Turn 90 degrees right.
Jacob, if you stay on this right.
Yeah, we're just setting up here. Okay, bit more. Bit more western.
What?
Yeah, but we want
Forward
to be
to
looking
touch
at the
more.
sea, which is southeast.
Yeah, if you push up to the southeast, there is a good view from.
Reverse.
Okay. Reverse.
And put some right on it. Oh wait, no, left.
No, I can't see. Forward to low bit.
Left 4.
Hold.
Clear the path. Go.
Okay.
Fuck the environment.
Go to his left, that's it. Keep going. Keep going, knocking down. Well, stop. Hold there a sec.
I can drive around the
Sean, can you see the ocean behind me? To the, like, 120-ish or 130?
I can drive to the other side of the
We'll be firing into the bay, but we're still firing over the sea.
Yeah, good eyes.
Alright, so turn towards me.
Where one?
Can you can fire over the rocks, yes?
Yes.
Alright, watch.
Yeah, question. Do you want us to push forward a bit more?
Can you see the bay?
Yeah, well, by one.
Do you have a tree in front
push forward a bit, not get tree down.
If you need to take a tree down, take a tree down. Take
Yeah,
these
we're
two
doing
trees
it,
here.
we're doing it. Keep going, and again. Stop. Go. Yeah. Keep
Alright,
going.
how many rounds is this that we got? We got 6 rounds per box.
Hold
How
that,
many
that'll
boxes?
do it.
That was a question for the gunners.
41 HEI, 30mm. 185, 762, got 10 boxes of that. About 200 rounds, sorry.
Yeah, 200, 762.
So, Walker, everyone gets a box or something to fire up? Yeah. That's about right.
6 HEI. 30 mils. What is that? Heavy explosion
They go to rest
incendiary?
as well with your weapons hut and fire a little bit. But not into the country, fire over the open water.
Okay, we're gonna swap positions so you can have a bit of fire time as well. Preston?
Okay.
Cool, so let me get to the command seat if you get in the gunners.
Wait. Go back to where you were. Go back to where you were.
The gunners?
Go back, yeah, go back there. Okay, so I can't turn in now, but if you move out from the gunners, go out to the gunners.
Yeah.
I can turn in now.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. I'm in the gunners now.
Okay, cool.
Can you turn out me now?
Yeah, I can turn out.
When you feel forward, change it around, let everyone get a go.
Yeah, Westler's now on the gun. Joe graduate. 7-1
Well, for the FSG guys, what I just learned is that unlike the one we used on first aid, this one does not have a automatic zippering. So get the range by pressing Tango and then range it in by using men. Oh, page up, page down.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
What's this? Is everyone good?
Yeah, we're good here. Getting more, dude.
Yeah.
Get back in the driver's seat, mate.
Reverse, reverse. Vic 1 reversing.
Victory reversing.
They killed my reverse cam.
We have no reverse
No,
cam.
it's back, it's back.
Oh, it's back.
Eyes on possible mortar side.
Be bearing.
Yeah, I lost it
Hold,
because
hold,
whenever I kept reversing.
Hold. Oh, shit.
Alright, Vic 2, push on your left, so push north. Push north.
Push north, mate.
Vic 1, how are you doing? Sorry, that's Vic 1. Vic 2, push.
That's it. Push
Big
north.
two pushing north.
Hold, hold.
Alright, Vic 3 is pushing.
Yeah, we got a load of rocks beside us.
Vic
Come.
1 hold.
Hold.
Vic 2, you need to keep pushing, mate.
Yeah, we were stuck on rocks. Go back a bit. Okay, then go left.
Okay.
We're moving. Keep going. Keep. That's it. Bit more. Hold that. Okay, where are they to? Are they still moving? No, they're holding. Okay. Push forward a bit more. Yeah, hold.
Vic 3 is right behind Vic 2.
Bridge. Move forward. Keep going. We're bugging out.
Yeah, keep going, we're taking fire.
Yeah, Rich.
Keep going
Right,
north.
driver to the road and turn right.
So, nice job.
I'm so happy I brought my helmet in case this was a live
Victory
fire.
right onto road. Stop.
Right turn.
Nice reactions, mate. Hold that. Because victory behind us.
Right, Vic 1, keep pushing. It's RTB.
Going home. Vic 2 stepping off. What did I do that? Didn't want me to do that.
RTB, I'm guessing?
Yes. Speed up 40.
Arch 40.
Bridge for 0. Build it. Get a little bit of a gap back. Don't hit. Oh, stop! Stop! Someone just dismounted from Vic 1.
It's Walker. He's out in T4.
Oh, I think Walker might have crashed.
He got thrown out the Vic.
Yeah, the last thing I heard from him, did you hear that static sound? So, I think he's gone. But let's continue.
Yeah, his body has disappeared, so I think...
Roach, Vic 2 is stepping off. Walker, come back!
Don't turn off screen.
Wait, come on, turning left.
Yeah, left here, mate. Yeah, Victor, turn left. So slow down, right down.
Big 3, left hand turn.
And hold. Alright, creep it forward. Keep creeping it forward. And hold. That's it. Rotate a bit. Okay.
Reverse?
Yeah. Take it easy.
Yeah, you may have.
Are they still behind us?
Where you on? Okay, stop on jumping out so I can walk us back. Okay, Westland, rotate it to the left slightly. Stop, back slightly. Keep going.
Go on, I'm watching your back. Go on.
Straighten up.
Right, slow it up.
Okay. And stop.
Goes back slowly now.
Engine off, D-bus.
1910 message over.
10, this is 19, send your message over.
Struck 3CS and your sails to be in grid 07106.
But like mostly, once you know you at least are clear behind you, you can go quite
Acknowledge
fast.
reback is follow, this is 071060.
Since the camera doesn't turn on immediately,
Roger,
you just don't want to reverse.
ETA
No, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
Acknowledge as.
We're going.
Can someone move this one further in so we can park this one on the other?
I will go that way.
So what is it we're doing now? We just RTB and then DC?
Well, we'll hear.
Hold that. You're good.
Alright. Alright, and hold. Alright, engine off, debus. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah.
I am the king of the warriors.
Does anyone else see Griffin's vest?
No.
No.
I've got
Anyone
it
else?
on, I swear.
Anyone else missing a vest? Yeah, but if you look into your inventory, you're missing.
No, I didn't see Griffin's vest.
Like if you look at your mount count, like.
I see yours. I see yours.
Yeah, so I've still got 7 magazines and 2 frag
I
grenades.
see badges.
It's just not showing.
Well,
But
that
if
wouldn't
you
be.
put it on the ground, you can't pick it up.
1110 message over.
I'm not doing that. Don't try and fool me with your trickery. You.
All of you. Oh, you know you can. Oh, you actually can't do that. Oh, come on.
I do know there's no one in that vehicle, right?
1110 message over.
So how was that?
That was good. Good fun.
Griffin?
Hey?
Did you have fun?
I did. It was a throwback for driving one of these to the 12th.
Yeah.
And the 20th a bit, because I did a bit with them.
Just a little bit.
So
So did you say something about a different vehicle that they're using?
No, well, I think it was in development when I was in the 12th. We were modelling one with the turret that's actually in use by the British Army, where it's got like that little bit at the front where it protrudes forward.
Mm-hmm.
Sure to know what I'm on about.
Yeah, there's normally 2 propellers, one on each side. The what is it? Like the periscope type thing. Top.
And then
It's got a new targeting system. I think that we're going to do with the new turret as well, because it's getting upgraded.
So what I take from this is that there's windscreen grabbers on the driver's window.
Yeah,
That's a nice fucking detail.
There's normally 2. Well, one for each driver and commander as well. Usually.
There's 2
on this
windscreen.
one.
It's a nice detail. That's all I'm gonna say. Very, very nice.
Barrel's different.
To be fair, when I went over to the 20th, I was getting into the more JC side of shit, so I wasn't too bothered about these. But I couldn't fly for shit, so I gave up.
Went back
as
to
you can
tanks.
tell. Came back to tanks and fucking foxhounds.
That's not bad. Not bad at all.
And then we went off after that to join the unit that Mickelson set up, the 2nd Cavalry Regiment. Started getting to know the what is it now? The fucking
Strikers, wasn't it?
Yeah, the striker. Yeah, I was shit out of gunning with that as well.
Striker's not bad.
I had the big 105 on top, and I could hit a target on the move, so that's pretty shit up with that.
The only thing really beating this for me is an MBT, like a Challenger or similar. That'd be nice.
Only thing is, the only challenger out there is Burns's, and that's unfinished at the minute.
Yeah. Well, that can be finished.
Yeah, I mean, I know Gutshaw was doing some work on it. I'm talking ages ago now, but I know he was reworking the model on it because it didn't look too great. I mean, don't get me wrong, the detail is fucking amazing on it. Like, if you go first person in the turret, like, you got all the details there in front of you. The only thing is, it looks like it's from Arma, the Cold War.
It probably is. Let's be honest. Might just be imported and changed.
Yeah. Well, that's what you tend to find, is most things are imported, aren't they? Like, because I know the striker we were using, I think that was ported over from Arma 2.
Or base AFVs. Oh, chaps, I DC'd.
No, he's back. Welcome back.
It was funny, you're like,
gets it.
Can you hear that
So-
static? You're like, no,
Oh,
and then
shit.
all of a sudden you just disappeared.
Oh, there's a
Stay
phone.
there. Is there a horn?
Subs it quick, I'll get in and we'll wipe them all out.
Save petrol.
So, for the fun of it, Walker, can you see a vest on Griffin?
What's it like in the back? Can I do what?
Can you see Griffin's vest?
No.
So even the
He-
guy
he-
that disconnected can't see your vest.
He tried fooling me with his trickery. He said, put
The
it on
only
the floor,
two
but
I
you can't
can't
pick
see
it up.
is Griffin and
Yeah, you
Westland. I
are,
can see everybody
yeah.
else's.
I can't see Westland's
What?
vest.
You can't see yours.
Oh,
So,
Wesley, he
out of
did that one,
curiosity,
now it's
Sebastian,
disappeared.
Put your vest on the ground and pick it back up.
Does everyone else see my vest?
No, I did, but
There's
it,
your vest.
yeah,
If you pick it back up.
I've just dropped mine on the floor and then picked it back up.
no.
No.
It still doesn't show.
No idea what the problem is.
Oh, yeah,
Westland, try and put it into a vehicle and then take it out.
Mag out and
Oh, I can't actually tell a tire and I'm
sort
turned
that
out.
before you get fucking
Yeah.
an absolute reaming.
I'll like hang my gun over. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely reamed.
It's even cooler if you switch into the gunner's seat for me, mate.
Samson.
So turn in and change into gunner's seat.
Samson's already in the gunner's seat.
Oh, or change or jump out a sec. Have a look at this.
Saying that I've ended with a 185, so I can't.
Yeah,
do
so
it.
there's something wrong. You can't get your vest back. Yeah.
I use my binoculars.
No, but can you? Well, if you go into the inventory, can you see it?
That's fucking nice details right there.
What?
It's stuck in there, is it?
Fucking, I'd just go around everywhere like that. They're shooting at you. Oh, who cares? You fucking look good.
That's okay, Pat.
Excuse me, what are you doing on there?
Get off the roof.
Oh, you can use binoculars. Are you the commander seat, Walker?
Yeah.
I can't do that from here.
Yeah, I can see the rest.
Yeah, it's only the commander, so I can have my weapon system out as well.
You know, it might be worth when we're in Warriors carrying a Jimpy.
Yeah, commander has a Jimpy. But yeah, I like the fact the animation is the weapon, like you're still holding your weapon. While
Yeah, up in the air like a fucking idiot. I mean, why'd you be waving around like that?
Yeah, you'd leave it on the deck, wouldn't you?
Westland, you vest.
Yeah, but can you imagine if you...
This bit can't fire the turret when I'm in. I can do the safety.
If you do that next time,
yeah, don't
grab
fire
it,
off while we're here.
drag it over to the ground option and close it out.
I wonder.
No, you can't. Not while you're turned out. Only when you're turned in.
Look
Yeah,
at me,
keep it
man.
safe.
Yeah, it's still not showing that.
Samson, traverse the turret so it's rear again for me.
Walker, I've just found something. Fucking quick dismount. If you get in and then fucking press V to vault, you fucking quickly dismount.
That's gonna be an issue. Someone's gonna press that. Die.
It does that in all of it.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no,
the
that's just
hotkey
a
for
jet.
exit while you're in a vehicle.
See, the fun thing is, EOD is 1 kilometer away with their tracked vehicles, so we can start hearing them out here. Oh, it's gonna be great. You're gonna hear us before they see it. As usual.
What are we doing? We just aiming the turret at people?
Yeah, but don't mention that
we're
because
actually
we'll end up doing distractions and driving everywhere, driving around places.
Right, what's the issue with the turret turning?
Missing vests. So they have the vest on, but we can't see them. What's the second one, Walker? The you can't turn in out when there's a gunner in. And what's the third one?
Can't turn out when
the driver, when there's a gunner in, can't turn in or out.
not a major drum.
Is anyone in the commander seat in a minute?
No gunner seat.
No.
Are you sure? It's not manual then. When we were driving around, we couldn't change around the hills.
Oh yeah, there was another thing as well. Walker noticed when the gunner is the driver's turned out and he's turned in, he can't see nothing through that camera.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That was the one. That was the first one. That's right.
I only found out. I only remember that because I was in his vehicle turned down. See rocks.
Right, what's going on with the vest? Is that caused by the vehicle?
We had it happen on first day as well. We didn't have the time to test it.
What positions were they in?
Well, we've been in.
I was switched between driver and
So it's when you're in the vehicle and you switch from one position to another.
Say that Birch hasn't had the trouble, has he?
No, that's the thing. We all done that. So I know
Alright.
what's the.
Yeah, if I drop my vest now, see it on the floor now. It's just
still
when,
have it?
when you're wearing it, you can't you can't see it.
If you just count the seats, it's 7.
Right, pass it on to Yates.
I have a feeling like because that's happened before when other people haven't been able to see it, but I've been able to see it on the inventory. It just disappears. Like so, say if it's a persistent server, when you next log in, you won't have that piece of equipment.
Yeah. Well, we'll see 20RB. They've been using this all the time, so they might know what the issue is.
Yeah. In regards to the
vests disappearing.
Vests.
That's cool. Never did that. What's the issues with the vehicle?
The commander's camera's goosed on this one. I think that was because of the mortar fire.
Or is that because I was turned out?
No, you just can't. I can't manipulate the camera on this one.
I don't think you can do that at all.
Yeah, you can. You can move it up and down.
Yeah, up and down, but that
Yeah, pretty much wherever the gun's
But
looking, you can look up and down.
It's positioned down and blocked by something.
Oh, so you can't do.
So the
Okay.
camera's useless in this one.
Yeah, you got hit by mortar.
But I think it's because of the mortar we took.
That's probably because of fire.
Yeah, you can't move the camera, can you, when you're inside it?
No.
John, maybe you know this as well. The if we get a hit on the tracks, this is something we will be able to change ourselves.
You know that
for
thing
the
I
DoD
found
flag.
where you press V and you just get out of the vehicle?
would be able to answer that.
Sorry, Griffin?
You know that thing I found when you press V and you just jump out the vehicle from any
Yeah,
seat?
it's the hotkey for exiting vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I wonder if it works only when you.
It's more
turn
because
down
it takes a toolkit with the spare tracks we got.
Oh,
in.
never mind. I thought I found something fucking special then, but...
Right, much. Other than that, I don't think there was much more.
I thought I found
Very,
something special
very
then,
slow
Walker.
going uphill.
Yeah, don't start on the hill.
Yeah, we figured out if you go left and right, it speeds up. If you take the hills at inclines and keep snaking up, get speed on that.
That's not gonna work if there's civilian traffic.
Ah, but we're bigger. We go right of way.
Yeah. Well, actually, they never. How was the fuel consumption on this driving?
Better than a Wimmick.
That was a half tank.
Right, the camera stopped working because the vehicle was damaged. I've just healed the vehicle working.
Ah, cool.
Spoon has called index for the exercise and is wrapping up.
Yeah, that's cool. Griffin's done so a minute.
1-0, this is 1-9, a message over.
We probably drove a good 6 to 8 kilometers, I reckon.
You can move again, Griffin.
Full tank of
They go like shit off a shovel downhill.
Oh yeah, they do. However many tons it is just flying down a hill on tracks. And they stop at a dime as well. So you can be going that speed down a hill and then just stop instantly.
Yeah, if you did that in a real one, you'd smash your face.
Yeah.
I remember doing it in a fucking 432. Going from 4th to 3rd.
Can we test how many people we can sit in the back of this? I think it's 7.
Yeah, you should get a section.
Yeah.
That's 3, 4.
Can you hear me?
5.
No, I'll tell that's a no then.
Somebody get in the commander seat, driver seat, and Timothy seat. Center seat.
No, 11.
Yeah, basically you can fit like an entire section.
Ooh.
Yeah, because your section commander's not.
Cozy in there.
Should be 7 in the back, yeah.
Yeah, there's 7 seating spaces.
Yeah, in the seat. MBC
Yeah, nothing
as well.
useful out there.
Oh wait, no there's not. No there's not, ignore me. Passenger seat, just the back seats, never mind. 10 in total.
That'll be okay for one platoon, there's only 12 of them turn up.
It's not bad. Just need to be cautious about the fuel, that's all.
Yeah, so 3 crew, 7 in the Vic.
Yeah, so the engineer variant of that thing over there, that's got a fuel loads that you can fuel up from.
This one, the Panther, right?
Yeah. The variant of Panther can do refueling.
Coyote can do it as well.
Tell the who, chaps.
Alright, can I have a chat with
you? Okay, you're free. Oh, fuck if you want it. That's almost 10:30.
Thank you.
Oh, you're free. Fucking play by nothings. Don't touch my Panther. I give my Panther the signals and they fucking destroy it.
It's a shame.
Really?
Oh no.
Yeah, it's sitting over there in pieces.
Oh, you get squished.
Watch out.
Don't turn too much.
Knock the wall down, fuckers.
Can we all honestly say it was not?
I think it.
For once, it wasn't FSG, okay?
I think it was me when I came in and tried to drift.
Oh dear.
Sean, it wasn't you, was it?
No.
Look me honest in the
it
eyes.
was up when we left and was down when we came back.
Oh no, it's not the walls, it's the gates.
Not been drinking.
Yeah.
It's not the wall. Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Haven't been drinking yet, Sean.
Yeah.
Have you got your points back in your lesson, Sean?
Still going through court, mate.
Don't tell the
breathalyzer.
Don't tell the MPs,
Like
it's gonna be
1,000
bait.
units over.
Yeah, don't tell the MPs.
He's standing right there, don't tell him.
Does someone want to reverse that Vic back into space?
Confused.
Yeah, Walker, do me a favour, get the vehicles all fucking parked up a bit better than what they
Make sure it's clear behind.
that. Because that was just abandoned by one of the
Can I
platoons.
get you to clear out before I put you back in the vehicle?
Alright, fancy.
Jenkins,
Almost clear. Yeah, hold up, there's an order.
Face and rear.
Yeah, and raise it.
And raise it.
good.
Westland,
Keep
can you
back.
get the one at the back?
What?
The rear vehicle on that side, just reverse.
Keep
it,
backing
face
up,
the
keep
turret
backing
out
up.
towards the house.
Alright. Straighten it up. A meter. Half. One more. One more. You good? You good? You good? Good. Turn.
Face rear and raise the gun. Where's this fox only planned up? On the other side.
Walker, can you get you over here to guide real quick or someone?
That was a problem. The let's start thing.
Stay clear for
Sean, are you
vehicle.
still in the turret, Sean?
At the minute, I'm zooming in with your.
No, I'm out now.
Fuck off, you haven't it. No. Have I got my witnesses?
Alright, straighten it up and then go. Oh no, hold. Just a tap back.
Okay. Right. Later.
That's them. Tap it.
Dark.
Yeah, you good, you good, you good. Hold it there.
Nichols, not well done.
Am I getting out?
Yep.
Well done, whoever that is there.
Next one.
Mm-hmm.
Middle vehicle, lane 2 is not reversed in here.
Something slightly blue is missing.
Probably this already.
58.
Alright, straighten it up. And back it up.
Don't say red berry.
Keep going, keep going. A little bit more. And you're good.
You're the weakest link.
That's not the right one though. Oh yeah, that's not.
It's the medium.
I don't have any.
It's a chastity belt. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm all okay.
Hey, Veston, both vehicles need to go a little bit back.
You're straight, back it up.
It's not something broke. Now, what the hell just happened?
Keep going, keep going.
Oh.
And one more tap.
On a blue vest is too much.
And hold.
Bless his little heart.
Right, I want to know, is anybody streaming?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Me.
Are you?
Yeah.
Keep going, keep going.
Because songs, in the next song,
it suddenly walks.
And hold.
It's just you.
Aww.
This is gonna be good.
Oh.
Just the character's face sums it up.
Oh, maybe dishonorable, I feel betrayed.
Right, you're free to DC, guys. If you want to, you can stay here and just talk shit for the next listen night. I don't care.
I request a sex.
See you lads.
I am out of here.
Alright, see you out there, gents.
See you later.
Right, you know how you get up the GPS right in the vehicle. You know how to get up the camera to GPS in the vehicle, right?
Sorry, as I recall, you just changed the name.
Do you know do you know what happens